Coming to you live for 3 minutes.
Good morning, welcome to Talk Shit. Another episode, Friday's episode. We have another TGIF. Thank God, because everybody here is definitely looking forward to the weekend. What do you say, guys?
Amen.
And gals, if you recognize a new voice there, we have. Introduce yourself there, sweetheart. There we go.
Hello. My name is Jana.
That is our new host,
and
Jana.
I'm so happy to be here. So excited to talk shit.
We have a new personality, just in case you were wondering.
Yes, that's me.
And it is
Good morning, everybody.
Definitely a personality. Joseph to my right, as always.
Good morning.
Hayden to my left, as always. And we're going to bring you today the Molly clip. What we've been building up all week, talking about it. The interview with the ex-porn star that Joseph and I did. When was it? Last Friday, Joseph?
We didn't do her.
We didn't do her. We did the interview with her.
Okay, yeah.
We thought the interview was going to go different. Not that we thought we were going to do her, but we thought, we were going to get to see some.
That's how things get taken out of context. Like
yes,
all
things
the time.
get taken out of context on radio very easily. That's the beauty of it.
Okay.
But I'm taking a sip of my coffee, so somebody else say something.
As long as we don't take things out of condoms, everything's fine.
Yeah, I don't want no part of them recycled rubbers. I'm sorry. I'm good with that.
Remember that?
Chinese
That was
recycled.
disgusting.
You missed it, Jenna.
I told a joke, Jenna, that there was a factory. This was last week sometime. I told a joke that there was a factory in China where there's a bunch of people standing around in a factory turning inside out condoms, all right, and recycle them and shaking the F out of them.
You get it? Shaking the F out of them?
You know. Yes.
Right.
Ew.
So then these two guys being the inquisitive minds that they are.
Oh, there's more to the joke?
There is way more to the joke. The joke was on me, okay? Because there really is a factory in Japan where they recycle rubbers. And they make hair ties out of them.
Oh my God, my hair's in a ponytail.
I wish you guys could see this. She's reaching up for her freaking ponytail right now going,
what they
oh
do-
my God, I got to use condom in my head. This is no bullshit. This is no
It's okay.
bullshit.
Don't forget what we're eating.
Yeah.
Okay, look. See, here's the condom.
You are what you eat. Go ahead. Watch this. This is funny.
Right.
But, so,
I'm getting an illustration over
look,
here.
Yes, you're getting a
cut the-
drawn
Oh,
illustration.
wow. We have an artist on our hands in
He's
the
not bad.
studio.
Cut the back off, and then they roll it, just like you'd roll up the condom
Okay.
anyway. So now it makes a perfect little hair tie. Then there's literally people that wrap it with thread. They sit around wrap.
Okay, and this is used in sent to America?
Yeah.
Every dollar store in America, I would assume, because any dollar store in America you go to, there's not one thing that's not made in Japan.
So somebody's hair tie busted, and
All right, listen, hold on. I got a quick announcement to make. The weather is extremely bad here at Kennedy Studios, Talk Shit Radio Network this
Thunder and
morning.
lightning.
Yes, we might lose the whole show, folks. Yesterday the feed went down. I have that fixed, no problems there. But
if
due
you'd like
to the
to
storm,
donate a
backup generator, we are in desperate need. Yes, we are.
You can reach us at 352-410-2084.
Or you can go to our Facebook and drop us a message and leave your phone number at facebook.com/TalkShitTV show.
Please.
with brown sugar, whipped cream, and anything else you like on top, because we need it. And, yeah. So
it's funny because I'm back on the Ferguson subject, and
bring it on.
They took the
That shit's
Ferguson
not funny.
police away from
They should have done that. They should have done that from the beginning.
And now Highway Patrol took over, and it's apparently peaceful.
Yeah, because they got sticks. The troopers came in with riot sticks. You seen them big ass sticks?
Of course.
I've never run into a scumbag trooper.
Yeah.
They're
But at
real
least it's not the
strict, but-
Ferguson police coming after the Ferguson people like the whole
I
thing
heard-
started from.
I don't mean to inject, but I'm absolutely going to.
Interject.
Interject?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. When you object, you don't agree with what he's saying.
I
When
said
you interject.
I said inject.
What are you injecting?
Oh,
That's
I guess that could be like
inject into the
That
sentence.
could work.
when you want to inject something into a sentence. It's called an interjection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead. Whatever.
And I'm the queen of grammar.
This is
Oh,
what
man.
about this? Hey, listen, talk shit right here. That's it at its best. Go ahead.
Okay.
So inject
no
your
more ball
sentence.
busting. Now listen to me here. Okay.
You see what you got to deal with. Now,
I
right?
was gonna say that
Yeah, I
I
was
heard
thinking
that
about
they I heard they were gonna well,
Easy.
not that they were going to, but that they did take the responsibility of controlling the riot in Ferguson away from the Ferguson Police Department stepped out, and it was all just military.
They didn't step out. They got forced out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got pushed out because it was
Okay.
getting
I
ridiculous.
bet you Obama called.
Okie dokie.
Like they got y'all are getting the hell out
Were
of
they
here.
were they scared?
Everybody's on paid
Listen,
vacation.
when you have the whole town, okay, fighting against you, and these are the people that.
Can I
Go ahead.
What, 4
Go, don't
days?
ask.
can I say FTP?
Yes.
Feed the poor.
Yeah. Right. Free the people.
I wanted so
Free the
badly
people.
to pull up that music clip.
Who?
And you know what else?
F the police.
NWA.
When you hear about all this stuff,
Yeah.
I wish we could just get a clip.
Okay, so let's see here. I'm on my news feed right now.
You know what I like? I like everybody in Times Square blocking it up.
Oh yeah.
They're all throwing their hands up in the air.
Nice. Nice. Very nice. In protest to all of this stuff.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. And then
Very
they,
good.
they locked it up. You can't get through the road or
Good.
nothing.
And that's the best thing. I can't see. I got like 4 fucking. I gotta take those glasses off. That's the best thing I think they can do is when they protest is walk around with their hands up like that. Because now if anybody gets shot, it just shows how crooked these cocksuckers are.
I'm looking right now on my news feed. There's a Facebook page actually called Cop Block.
Yeah.
Cop Block.
Yep.
And it's a picture of a woman beaten with a black eye. It's a meme. It says this is it's not a woman. I'm sorry. It's actually a young man.
You can't tell sometimes.
This is Gilberto. He is a 22-year-old man with Down syndrome.
Aw.
He was beaten by the police for a bulge in his pants. That was actually his cosmetology bag.
Could you imagine that one dude?
Cop says to his mother, "I'm not a doctor. I didn't know."
All right, so that explains racial profiling. That's why all these black guys get beat up. They're walking around with bulges in their pants. The guys think they got a fracking rifle down their pants. You
That's
know what I'm
not
saying?
what happened. They thought it was like a pound.
Shoot
of
him! He's
weed.
got a hand cannon. Yo, man, that's just my dick. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Listen, from now on, I can fix this. I know how to fix this. All right, we can stop the violence. Everybody, walk around with your penis hanging out.
I don't know
Dangerous.
about all that.
Dangerous.
Come on. Everybody got quiet. What the hell kind of shit is that?
Because I'm about to bring out. I'm about to drop the knowledge.
She's gonna drop the big penis on us.
Oh Lord.
In a minute.
She's looking for it. Oh, if anybody just tuned in, this is our new host, Jana. She's gonna.
Jana Banana. That's
Jana
right.
Banana.
Not Jana. Not Jana.
But
Jana. Very simple.
She's gonna bring a whole new personality to the show. That I promise. Wait till we get Paulie in here.
That is a promise.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we'll get Paulie in here with you. I should.
And I really wanted to invite Lispy Lisa one of these days. I don't know if she'll be able to make it.
Yeah.
But one of
Well, I
these
want to
days,
set Lispy Lisa up. And
I heard about
Brooksville Bob. Yeah, I want to set those two up. Send them out on a date.
That's what to
McDonald's or
I
some
swear,
shit.
I wanted to ask you, what is your zodiac sign? I'm just curious.
Mine?
Yes. What month are you born in?
Oh, my thingy. Yeah, I'm
You're-
what am I?
What month were you born in?
I'm December 27th. Capricorn.
Okay, a Capricorn.
Why?
Okay, well,
What
I'm
the
a
hell
Libra.
does that have to do with anything?
Well, because some people
Are you
more
stupidstitious?
No, it's the Illuminati stuff.
Okay.
Oh, stop! Don't get me started. Okay, well, anyways. Okay.
Well, what were you saying now? You
Justin.
started on it. I mean, we got 20,000 people in the Tampa Bay area right now, just like hanging on the edge of their seat, going, "Well, what?"
Okay, so you want to hear some? You want to hear some fun, crazy little tidbit?
Well, let's finish about the zodiac first. Well, what point was it to ask me what sign am I?
Well, because a lot of people, I'm a Libra, and Libras
Okay.
are supposedly most compatible with Geminis, and I believe Aquariuses. But I've noticed a lot of my best friends in life are Geminis, which I don't believe. I've of course befriended other people with other signs.
Right.
It makes it sound like a race or something. I don't know. Nationality.
No, not at all. Make me sound racist over here. It's astrology, son.
Your astrology. Yeah, she's racist towards your astrology.
Yes.
So she don't care what color you are.
Astrologist.
She don't care what race you are. She don't care what freaking gender you are. She just what astrology? No, I can't talk to you.
Okay, well.
That's going to be a new plague going across America. We just started something. Some dumb son of a bitch is going to hear that and go, yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's people out there that read their horoscope every day, and sometimes it's on point, but...
The horrible scope?
The horoscope.
The horrible scopes.
Okay, can I give you this fun little tidbit that I just pulled up?
Give me some tidbits.
Okay, you know how we all have these...
Cajun gator tidbits, preferably.
You know how they say, I'm not going to get into the Illuminati right now, but don't force me or I will. Don't pull my leg.
Don't make me pull out my Illuminati on you.
Okay, I have this picture. I have this picture here in front of me, and you know how there's sayings like LOL, WTF, BRB, swag, YOLO.
So far, I know what all of them mean, so we're good.
Well, yeah, LOL is usually laugh out loud. YOLO, you only live once. Swag. Raffle is roll on floor laughing. BRB is be right back, and WTF, we all know what that means.
What the frack?
Where's the food? But anyways, I have this here. Yeah, that was my joke. Dun dun dun. That was a drum roll.
I didn't load the drum roll. Sorry.
Not the drum roll.
I got the
punchline sound.
Right, yeah.
Okay, but I have it here. It's like this Satanist. It says, or this Satanist evil thing. You know how they say, there's very much Satanism in the music industry and the mass media.
Yeah.
Well, LOL, I have here is Lucifer our Lord. YOLO, youth obeying Lucifer's orders. Swag.
I be Lucifer.
Swag. Satan's wishes are granted.
What the hell are you talking? Where did this all come from?
Raffle, which is roll on floor laughing. Rise, our Father Lucifer. BRB. Beelzebub rules
This show
below.
just took a really weird turn.
WTF, worship the fallen. And I thought it was a really weird coincidence, and I even felt guilty posting it. It's on my Instagram, which you can follow me on Instagram at JJTay, JJTAY_. Go ahead and follow me, y'all, and you will be flooded in the knowledge. And you'll see my cute face.
I'm worried.
But
I'm definitely worried.
Yeah, I just had to drop that little fun fact on you guys.
All right,
Isn't that something weird to think about?
That was definitely...
What kind of sicko came up with that? Jeez, it's terrible. What kind of sicko announces that on the radio? Right here,
you took the words right out of my mouth. All I have to say to that...
It's probably a Libra.
Is...
It's a Libra thing. I'm a Libra, baby. Step into my jungle. I'm a zebra, baby. All right. I'll give you guys a break. Everyone's raffling, rolling on
we're
laughing.
it's just
we're LOLing.
Yes, we're just soaking in our new host and taking it all in. I would assume. We're just not used to such enthusiasm. I'll be honest with you, because you got Sleepy Hayden over here, and then you got Information Joe, and then you got Nothing Lou. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I talk shit about everything, not anything specific. Don't really know much about any of the shit that I'm talking, but I'll talk shit about it. Joe's full of information. Hayden's always Hayden.
I'm here.
Hayden's our research assistant over there, really. I mean, he pipes up. Yesterday
He's
he did
focused.
a good
You ever
job.
look? He's like constantly reading,
always,
not listening to us. Mm-hmm. And then when we get quiet,
he don't give a shit. He jumps in. He's like, "Okay, guys, I got you."
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
you're good at it. Thank you.
Enough said.
Saves our ass when we like
yeah, everybody will just be like, where do we go from here, guys?
Well, in other news.
Joseph, what I tell you, I was just gonna say, as soon as we get lost, he'll go, well, in other news. Oh shit. Anyway, so in other news, I put the link up on the Facebook page for the broadcast that we got going on this morning here. And join us on Facebook. Check us out on Spreaker. Share us with your friends. Get us out there. The longer you listen to us, the more people you share us to, the better off we are going to be, and the longer we'll be on the air, be able to bring you talk shit radio. We're gonna go ahead and get into some news. Anybody prepared for any news yet? I know Jan is ready. She's like, give it to me. Go ahead, say my name.
I'm still enraged about. My blood will boil. Okay, what do you guys want to hear about?
She's like, I got it all. How about some?
It's not that I have it all.
No. We're gonna do local news first.
Local news. Let's do it.
Tampa. And
let's learn about the little girl who saved the pigeon when there's way more important. No, You're
right. Yeah. Like what you said earlier. Like what she said earlier. Let's we got cops walking around killing people, but let's worry about what was it? What'd you say? Beyonce and her old man getting a divorce or going out on whoopee!
It's okay. It's
Kim
all
Kardashian's freaking selfie book.
It's all
whoopee!
I want a copy, signed preferably. You can get that to me at 352-410-20.
My email address, is in case you want to send a PDF copy.
All right, well, yeah, Kim, she's beautiful, but I feel like she's not beautiful on the inside.
She is not beautiful at all.
But I'm not looking at the inside.
Yeah, I think she's beautiful.
Depends on.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind getting inside.
Well, no, looking is different, and it depends. I said depends on the view.
Terrible.
Depends on where you're looking from. If you have,
Okay.
So in other news,
I got enough problems.
So in other news,
I don't need a rich stalker.
Too much time on our radio show.
Enough said. What about Justin Bieber? Are we giving him any airtime?
Nope.
Okay. So in other news,
actually, Justin Bieber,
didn't he just do something stupid again?
Listen, when he was in
Wake Up
in Miami, I'm sure that a lot of you guys have seen the clip of him. If you could look it up on YouTube. His eyes change in court. And it's very clear. I don't believe it's CGI. It's a really crazy clip that it's almost you have to see it to believe it. I'm sure a lot of our listeners
never
have
that close into his eyes.
It looks like a devil.
Oh, have you seen it?
Like switches back.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
you've seen it too in
Photoshop. I believe in Photoshop.
Oh, I believe in reptilians.
My neighbor, he's blind. I'm sure he's seen it too.
You see this? She believes in reptilians.
Dude.
I believe in...
You think he's a reptile?
Well, I just have he could be demonically possessed. I mean, he is definitely sold his soul. Did you know... Okay, I have some crazy-ish to talk about. How about this? Have you guys ever heard of backmasking? Backmasking?
Do you see how much you learn from people when you put them on the radio?
Backmasking... Well, it's actually...
You learn a lot about art. Them, too.
It's art... It's the art of...
Masking your back?
No, playing recordings and voices backwards.
Oh, yeah.
And music backwards. And you can hear hidden message clearly, even in babies, goo goo gagas, and it's really, really interesting. And anyways...
We're going to try it right now live on the air.
Hold on, Obama.
Go ahead.
His Yes We Can, his slogan, if you actually backmask that, which I have an app right here that I could hold up to my mic.
Oh, I got an app.
You got an app. You got the Big Daddy app. The Big Daddy app. Okay, well, if you say, yes we can, yes we can, okay. Yes we can, do you know what it will say backwards?
I don't know, play that backwards.
Can we yes? Can we yes? Can we yes?
How about you just listen to it yourselves and interpret it?
All right, well, somebody pull me up the clip. I'll download it. I'll get it later.
Because I want you to know what you're listening for.
Just tell me.
Thank you, Satan. Thank you, Satan. Okay. And this is of course the president of the United States of America.
But wouldn't that happen anytime somebody says yes?
Somehow I have
but it just
a sneaky suspicion that it's called audio overlaying, which is done by a computer.
I've done it with my own voice.
Okay.
My mother's name is Jennifer, and I said.
All right, here we're gonna do. All right, this is a message from Robin Williams. Okay, this was the tribute. This was the tribute that I just made. Robin Williams. There's got to be a secret message. He just died. He's on the other side. Let's check it out.
Okay.
Ready? Let's check it out. Here we go. Let me get it all set
How
up here.
long is it?
What is going on?
Ready? Here we go. Okay. That's what it sounds like regular. Okay. Now let's reverse it and see. Come on.
Yeah.
Turn it up.
I think you're reversing it a little fast.
This isn't backmasking at all.
I don't hear any messages. Do you?
No, this because it's not backmask. That's not.
I know. That's just me being an asshole.
Okay, listen.
Playing my clip backwards in my editing program.
Okay, watch this. I'm gonna play into my app right here on my iPad. I'm gonna play.
Here, give it to me. Here, I'll plug it in.
Wait, just.
Pass me the app, pass me the app. Hey, just pass me that app, will you?
Well, here you have to click this.
Do you have a regular audio
Can
port?
I can just do it.
Okay, go ahead, play
Okay.
it. Put it up to the microphone.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
I think they heard you.
Okay, she's rendering it now in her software.
Hold on, I gotta do it again.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
So, it's going to be a high of
What else
76
we
in
got?
Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Oh, you guys keep cutting me off.
Well, we're waiting for you to do that. Go ahead, go with the news.
It's mostly sunny there in
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Hayden, what do we got, Boulder?
Lucky
I
them.
didn't even get to prove my thank you, Satan.
Oh.
Okay, one more time. Yes, we can.
Well,
Yes, we
Get
can.
it ready.
Yeah, get it ready, and we'll. I know, because we're trying to do the news while you're doing that.
You have to hit
It's
play.
ready.
But you're not hitting play, you're saying yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because you get.
All right. So, in other news, where we at, Hayden? Boulder.
Pulling it up now.
Okay. Vegas, I'll give you an idea how Vegas is going to be. It's going to be hot and shitty, probably very minimal rain. Very minimal rain. You ready on that? Did you get that all set up yet?
It was set up.
Well, you didn't say that. You were still screaming, yes, we can, yes, we can, yes, we
because I
can.
have to record it, stop it, and then just hit play. Reverse.
When you get it recorded and you're ready to hit play, then we'll play it. I'm not going to sit here listening to you go, yes, we can, yes, we can.
But I'm just proving to
Okay.
the listeners that that's what I'm saying.
Right.
so-
I'm sure they got the point. Trust me.
Okay. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Ugh.
Yes, we can.
I'm dying over here, folks.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay.
All right, play it.
Now listen.
This is Yes We Can backwards.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I just gotta get my volume up.
Play it again. All right, now I'll show you later how I could do the same thing in my editing program.
I believe you.
You downloaded that app from the internet?
Yeah, it's just an app. It's
Yeah,
called Say Yes because if you say yes and you reverse it, it still says Say Yes.
Yeah.
If you say red rum and reverse it, it says murder. Murder.
Yeah, somebody, did you pay for that app?
No, it's free.
I was going to say somebody's making a fortune on that one.
That's
a fun
That's
one,
pretty
though.
slick, though.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
It's really easy to use.
What do you
Just hit record.
Boulder's going to be 85 degrees at the time that they're going to be listening. And
Yeah.
with a 4-mile-per-hour wind north-northeast. It's not looking like it's going to rain out there for you guys. Lucky.
Well, I could tell you right now from firsthand Tampa Bay weather, it's going to be raining.
Yeah.
And the only reason I could say that with confidence, because it's freaking pouring here at Kennedy Studios. It's hot, that the air conditioning is not working in the building.
It's hot 'cause I'm in here.
Well, thank God we have the air conditioning in the studio alone. We have a standalone air conditioning unit in the studio. But it's still only 83 degrees in here, guys. It's not that cool.
It's not feeling too fantastic.
No, not at all. Well, you're listening to Talk Shit Radio. We're going to play a quick message, and we will be right back.
Minority Law, where you're more than just a case. 772-463-6571.
All right, you're back with Talk Shit Radio. Real quick message from Minority Law. And
that was really quick.
Yeah, it was only 9 seconds.
What did he say?
Minority Law, when only the best will do.
That's cool. Look, sometimes commercials are just way too long.
Yeah, no, I know. I listen, when we make them here, we try and keep them pretty quick.
And plus, it just plugs it real quick, and then later in the show you can just do a full commercial where you add the phone number and everything, Yeah,
well, this next one, this next one's about 3 minutes, 5 seconds long. But that's because it's a special message from one of our big supporters. So we'll be right back after this last message. And then we got a busy morning. We got a lot of shit to talk. And then we're going to move on, and we'll have that Molly clip coming on in about an hour. So, yeah. Hope you stay tuned, and I hope you like it.
Hi, this is Joseph with Talk Shit Radio. I'd like to talk about my cell phone carrier, Solivay. I've used Solivay since 2013, and I can tell you they have great coverage and service. I started with Solivay paying $39 a month. That gives you unlimited talk, text, and data. Now my phone bill's free. And I have the ability to generate monthly income. How, you ask? Well, simply put, each time someone I refer pays their cell phone bill, Solivay sends me $5. If you need cell service or would like residual income, please go to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/TalkShitTVShow, and we will have a direct link to Solivay. Go check it out and see for yourself.
Bombadita, 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 until bombadita, 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 happy trails to you. Bombadita, 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 bombadita. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and think about sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
Good morning. You're back live with Talk Shit Radio. Glad everybody is joining us this morning on this Friday morning. Again, we have Joseph to our right, Hayden to my left, and directly in front of me, I have our new host,
Jana Banana.
Jana Banana, there you go. I don't know what she wants to call herself yet, so that's why I keep...
Jana.
Well, I don't know if you want Jana Banana, Jana.
Oh, well, I just say Jana Banana so
All
I
right,
don't
that
get
works.
Jana or Jana.
Jana, Jana,
Yeah.
Johansson. As long as they call you anything but late for dinner is my philosophy.
Oh, I don't miss a meal.
Enough said, man. I'm the same way. You got drug addicts. You got
Yeah, I miss like 2 a day.
all sorts of addicts. Yeah, Joseph's like, dude, where have I been, man? I've been missing a lot of meals. No, yeah, I'm addicted to food. Did you guys see this new iPhone 6? According to TMZ, the new pics, drool geeks. You looking at it, bro?
Just like the 5S, except for with a rounded back.
Yeah, the edges don't look so square.
We
That's
filed
about
off the edges and did nothing else, but we're going to charge you a little extra.
it.
Okay,
Yeah,
guys?
it's about $900 now.
Yeah, we just slapped the number 6 on that title, and you're
That's
going
the
to
end
get
of that.
screwed anyway, so.
Either way.
And we're listening to everything you say, and we have all of your selfies.
Yeah.
They had to do something.
But that's none of my business.
What'd you say?
They had to do something.
Boy, I can't wait to get her on with Paulie. The two conspiracy theorists going at it. We're going to sit Paulie right next to her, too. This way they can just... I'll set them up with a microphone the way they talk into each other's ears. You know what I mean?
Okay, so did you hear anything about Kendall Jenner, Bruce Jenner's daughter, supposedly?
Sorry, wait, who is Bruce Jenner?
Bruce Jenner.
Kardashians.
The-
We're back
the
to
Olympic-
these
Oh,
jackasses.
okay.
Yeah.
He's married to Kris Jenner. Well, they recently
He's Olympic?
split. He won like what 4
Yeah.
gold medals?
Yeah, he was a badass in his time. He was on the Wheaties box.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the most times.
The
than
most
any-
time.
What did he do? Did he run? Like, what did he do?
I'm pretty sure
I think it was
he ran. didn't
a
he?
runner. Yeah, Bruce Jenner.
Track star.
yeah.
I don't know,
I don't
but I love his hair. I know that. But
I'm going to look up something besides
Yeah, he looks like, I don't know, he died. Something
a
happened
woman?
to him and came back.
Anyways, but Kendall
Bruce
Jenner.
sex change. What is that?
No, I don't believe
I
that.
don't think he's got a
It's
sex change.
It's the
but-
first thing that popped up when I typed in Bruce
Yeah,
Jenner.
no, I know what you're saying. I don't think he got a sex change, but I think he's a little feminine
Bruce
from hanging
Jenner.
out with
Yeah,
all
like
the
a
chicks.
Bruce Jenner
metrosexual.
women.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
Oh,
his
what?
daughter, Kendall, a metrosexual, a man that's very, gets his nails done. They're not gay. But anyways, listen, Kendall Jenner, his
That
daughter.
does describe that,
They pretend to be gay, but
they get more ass than I do.
they're
Okay,
not.
Kendall Jenner.
I don't know. I don't know.
She was actually, I guess, reportedly in a restaurant with her friend, and I guess she didn't pay her tab.
Yeah, that we went over that yesterday. Yeah,
So
that's-
she
yeah.
threw the money in
And
the
now,
waitress's
now
face.
the way he's suing her.
Well,
Or-
now
yeah.
I'm reading right here that she is suing her.
Right, for defamation of character, yeah. Yeah, we covered the story yesterday. I was reading about it. I thought it was preposterous.
Okay, yeah, he's a track and field athlete.
Yeah, she's got enough money. Come on, give me a break. I mean, she didn't pay that bill. How much could it have been, really?
It was like $60, I
Yeah,
believe.
see?
And
Come
then
on.
I guess, I don't know. I guess because the waitress tweeted, she's like, that moment when you have to run a Kardashian down the road and that to get the money, your
Yeah.
money, and she throws it in your face.
You know what? Like, I've thrown money in people's faces.
I throw Twinkies at strippers. I don't know if does that
Well,
qualify. The big ones.
What?
Yeah, the big strippers.
Oh,
when you're on
there's no
stage.
big Twinkies. What are you
I'm
talking
just,
about?
no, the big strippers.
I don't like Twinkies.
I doubt the strippers like the Twinkies smacking them on the forehead either, but
Probably
yeah.
not.
No, I love Twinkies.
No.
Are you kidding me? That was
I
like
know
a
you're
celebration
lying.
day.
I
I
know
do
they
not
ate 'em.
like Twinkies.
They eat them?
I know they ate them. If you threw the Twinkie at them, they would eat that shit.
I'm afraid
They would.
that they would do
Every
something
stripper
other
I've
than
ever
eat
seen
it.
is hungry in the strip club. Like, they've been there forever with no damn food. Have you never noticed this? What, I don't know. She got all quiet.
Yeah,
Talk about
she got
sex
this look like-
all day.
I'm making
I don't like
expressions,
this.
I guess.
I don't like this.
I never noticed that if I threw a Twinkie. Well, I
I bet you if I slapped my Twinkie out on one of their foreheads, they'd eat it. Ah, dum, dum, tss.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
The news is so bad today that
All right, let's get off the strippers eating Twinkies and go to the news.
the news is so bad today that
There's
one
nothing
of the
there.
headlines in the news is a woman unpacked her stuff after moving and found someone else's wedding pictures and she wants to return them. That's a headline.
For
That's
where?
a headline.
That is a headline.
Where is that? In Amish country, Pennsylvania?
No,
Guys, what is
I'm
going on up
covering
there?
that.
What is going on up there in Pennsylvania? What are you guys thinking about?
Here, I'll pull up Pennsylvania.
All right, let's do
What do
Pennsylvania.
I have for them?
What do we got for Tampa? I mean, Tampa ain't got shit going on
Well,
either.
we're hearing like celebrity news.
That was Tampa.
Yeah, they're increasing.
That was Tampa.
Yeah.
No.
What do you got?
There's better news than that in Tampa.
Obviously not.
Right? I guess
There's
not.
got to be a better headline than that.
I guess it's Shark Week.
Yeah, it's been Shark Week for like 3 weeks now, hasn't it been?
You know, I got
How long
No,
is
it's
Shark
been
Week?
advertising for like
Oh, is that what it
3
is?
months.
Oh, okay.
So I was going to be
What do you-
on a show like that for National Geographic,
Which one?
a shark show.
He was gonna get in a cage with a shark and strap stakes to his thighs.
No.
He told me.
What?
Shike.
Okay, so I get this job. I wanted to do photography, photojournalism, and loved National Geographic growing up. And I get an offer to go on a boat and research sharks, like great whites or whatever. Well, then I slept with the dude's wife.
They went that.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking, no, he didn't know. But I'm like, what if he did?
He knew.
What if he,
He
did?
saw you.
What if he did?
He had cameras.
Because I don't know where I'm going to be.
He spanks his monkey to the
Our,
video
our
now.
job is like to feed sharks and get cool photos.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, after you slept with his wife, if your job was to feed sharks, you better make sure that your job was not to be the feed
Yeah.
for the shark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So like, I had to give up my dream job for
This.
yeah.
Joseph has gone from feeding or being shark feed on the Discovery Channel to Talk Shit Radio. Welcome, Joseph. We love having you. What's your story, Jenna? Where'd you come from? Don't tell me Barbizon, or I mean not Barbizon, but like
Where did I
like
come
Amazon?
from?
Amazon.
Where did I come from?
Yeah, what show did you come off of to get demoted and thrown down
What's
here?
Barbizon?
It's a fashion school. I didn't
Oh.
mean to say Barbizon, but
Okay.
Yeah, it is the fashion school.
is it fashion or is it
Or no,
beautician?
it's
like
the modeling
modeling.
agency.
Oh, the
you're
Barbizon,
right.
right? Yeah.
Hayden.
Hayden knows his models.
I'm sure because his girlfriend wants to be a model.
Does she?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Wants to be, but doesn't have the energy or the drive.
Wants to be but doesn't want to be.
Like a,
Right,
a lazy
yes.
model.
Wants to be, but hates them. Does that
Right.
make sense? She hates the models because she thinks they're shallow, fake people.
Ooh, just heard Virginia cop shot daughter. He thought she was an intruder.
What?
Oops.
His own
Sure.
daughter?
Just another, yeah.
It doesn't say if it was
His
his
own-
daughter.
I will tell Mom if you don't stop coming into my
Yeah.
room and doing that to me. Pow!
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I was thinking the same thing. I didn't say it, but that's because I got personal
I said
things
it.
going on in my life.
I
Like,
said it. I said it.
I don't want
He
to
said
project
what we
my
were
own
all
issues.
thinking.
Oh, I have some.
Get
I
me
have some
started,
news.
fracking sons of bastards.
I have some other news.
Rock and
in
roll
other
with
news,
it. And in other news,
my brother. I just want to give a little. I don't know if you want to call it a shout out, but he's actually in Japan right now, an Air Force firefighter, Department of Defense Air Force firefighter, and he is getting married to his beautiful wife. Well, it's actually Friday
Congratulations.
over there,
Absolutely.
and he just got married to the mother of his unborn baby girl, my niece Bella Ann,
I would like
who will
to.
be here in November.
So you agree with premarital sex? What's your view on that?
That's a tough one,
We
man.
just went to.
But I just want to tell you, Stevie, I love you so much, and I can't believe my little brother. I used to pick my boogers on and smear all over your face, and
yummy.
that was
for him.
That was love right there. Love you,
Those were-
Stevie. Though,
those were love.
congratulations, and his beautiful wife, Crystal Taylor.
I appreciate
Crystal and
what he
Steven
does in
Taylor.
the military. What branch is he?
He is he's in the Air Force, and he's in Japan.
go.
He's
What are we doing over there?
Obviously, he
he
fights fires.
actually sleeps all day, and no, I'm just kidding. He's at the firehouse for 24 hours on, 24 hours off, and right now it's actually, I believe, 8:45 actually in the
Evening.
evening. Yes, at night. Oh, in Japan. So he got married
Yes,
today. I'm sure
evening
they're
would be
consummating the marriage, reconsummating.
Reconsummating. So, in other words, they are fracking.
But yes, and my niece, beautiful niece, baby Bella, they're having a little girl.
Did you see the Facebook
They
page,
already
Joseph?
named it?
Yeah, they already named it. She's 6.5
Did you look at the
months
likes on the
pregnant.
Facebook page?
Did I show who the likes on the what Facebook
I said,
page?
did you look at the likes on our Facebook page?
Oh, you'll go check it out.
They're climbing, yeah.
I'm going.
They're going.
Go.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, everybody, don't forget, go add us on Facebook.com, /talk shit.
TV show.
Talk
TV
shit
show.
TV show, okay.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm a little rusty here, guys. Talk shit TV show.
You'll get it all. No sweat. Yeah,
And
they're
I mean,
climbing. All the insights are going up.
I'm going to be posting a lot of really cool pictures and memes
She'll
that are
probably
really
be posting-
informative.
She'll probably be posting more than any of us, to be honest with you.
I'm really, really big on, a lot of things. I'm not even going to, scratch the surface, but from GMOs to
We have a long
the New World
time
Order,
to talk
everything.
about everything.
Everything will just be posted on there, too. So follow us, like us, and check us out on there.
Absolutely. What else we got in the news there, brother? You said you guys were pulling up some news?
Yeah, but now I'm looking at our numbers.
Oh. You like that?
Yeah.
Those look good, don't they?
Look, 11.9% from last week, 396% from last
All
week,
up.
1,710% from last week,
Yep.
2,889% from last week, 343%.
You see that one yellow one, it's no longer face down in the dirt there. She's curving.
It's so confusing because every
Yeah.
morning I come in, it's
Well, it's the
face
end
in
of
the
the
dirt, and I'm like,
It's the end of the week.
what is it doing?
Yeah, I know. It's recalculating the
What
week's
happened? Where'd
total.
everybody go? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because we get on it
Yeah.
so early, and nobody's looking at it.
Right, well, it waits until later on in the day, and that's when everybody
I
hits
found
that
out
shit.
it updates every 12 hours.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Did not know that.
It's not like live. They check it every 12 hours and repost the stats. And
So today we got some interesting shit going on, folks. I have an appointment at the courthouse to waste your tax dollars and mine. Excuse me. And hopefully I can get in there and make it fast. I will not make it back for the show. I'll be dipping out of here pretty soon here, and Hayden's going to take over the board and keep the broadcast going. But what we're going to do before I go is we're going to get that Molly clip playing, and I did say 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Or did I say 8:30? I think I said 8:30.
what are we going to play?
For the Molly clip, yeah. I think we said 8:30 we'd get it on, right? Yeah.
All right. That's good because then it ends at 9:30.
Right, and then that only gives you guys a half hour to go over some shit.
I should
stuff
call
like
her and
that,
see
so.
if she wants to call in. Or if she's
I wanted to. I wanted to have her here.
I meant to do that last night.
Yeah, I wanted to have her here. Do me a favor, guys. I got to step out of the studio for a minute, so just take over, and I'll be right back. All mics are up. Everybody's good. I'm shutting mine down.
Absolutely.
Okay. So one of Milwaukee's county's biggest deadbeat dads arrested. This is an ad from WISN News.
Biggest deadbeat dad. How is he the biggest deadbeat dad?
Well, I guess he's like a TV host. He was on some kind of reality show, and then he became like a trainer. And he's been running from the police. He's been like on the run for years. And they were doing like a deadbeat dad recovery in Milwaukee, like trying to just snatch up all the deadbeat dads, and he got caught in the net from like a different state. His name's Raul something.
Raul.
Yeah, fucking. Let me try to see if I can find his name.
We got Raul.
Raul
over here.
Cardona.
Raul what?
Cardona. He owes more than $250,000
Wow.
for a daughter he fathered 21 years ago. So that's how much it cost. Then to raise a kid, $250,000.
Wow.
I got a crazy story right
I
here.
wish I was rich. I would just go have kids and like, here's $250,000 for you, $250,000 for you. You know, like I could just pay them off.
All right, this is a crazy story I read, I believe, yesterday. An Anaheim couple was sentenced to prison for keeping their 2 young daughters, I believe 5 and 10, locked inside their filthy mobile home for years without any adequate food or basic care while they obsessively played the online computer game World of Warcraft. They were so obsessed with the game, and their 2 mugshots I'm looking at right now, they're absolutely disgusting. They look filthy. I just want to... Lester Lewis Huffmeyer and his wife Petra Huffmeyer, both 41 years old, they did plead guilty on August 5th to 2 felony counts of child abuse, 2 misdemeanor counts of false imprisonment, 1 misdemeanor count of contributing to delinquency of a minor.
Okay, but what do they do?
They
played video games?
They played video games in a dirty, filthy trailer and locked their kids.
They were poor and they were dirty.
I mean,
and they were playing a video game. And then what?
For years, the girls actually had never, ages 5 and 10, had reportedly never seen grass before. They had matted hair, dirt encrusted feet, malnourished.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting. So I guess the neighbors finally, which I don't see how the neighbors could have not known for so long. I don't know if it's
You said that they never seen grass for 10 years.
Well, that's hard to believe. Well, one was 5 years old. I'm not. It says children. They weren't even allowed to attend school.
I wonder if we can call them up. Are they in jail now, or
they're in jail? Yeah, they're sentenced to prison time. It just says.
See, and we need to get like a reporter in the prisons. Can we do that? Like,
between the years of May 2010 and May 2013, the couple kept their mobile park home unsanitary and uninhabitable, prosecutors said. Investigators found kitchen appliances covered in mold and cobwebs, stacks of trash, debris, mold, and feces throughout the home, piles of used condoms under a stuffed teddy bear.
Where'd the kids come from?
And inoperable toilets. Oh my goodness. Both were unemployed and played World of Warcraft all day. That's disgusting. That's pitiful.
Well, then where'd the money
Poor
come
babies.
from?
Yeah,
I'm not sure. You never know. They could have a check. You never know,
Yeah, are they like on government aid?
I don't know. I just read the story, but that's
do they sell drugs? Because they're unemployed. Are they like just rich, living in a trailer?
I don't know, but that's freaking disgusting.
Do they make money playing World of Warcraft? Can you do that? I know some games you can make money.
I don't know, but like, how can you be so obsessed? Like, I understand.
Well, if it's your income, if that's what you do for a living.
Yeah, but you keep your kids locked up. Oh.
Yeah,
well,
I guess that is the question here. How long is it okay to lock your kids up?
Never.
Really? Never?
Well, do you lock your kids up?
No, but I would.
Do you have kids?
If there was a reason, yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Congratulations.
Well, no, it sucks because I don't get to see them.
Well, no.
Let's talk about somebody else's kids. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
That is funny as hell. I was just listening to that.
How long do you think? How long do you think it's okay to lock up your kids for? Because apparently he did it for years. Like, at what point does it become abuse? Like, go to your room. Becomes abuse.
What I was taught as a new parent, was a minute for every year they're alive.
For me, that was the corner. Or no, not for me. For me, I got my ass beat.
Well,
but when I was told that,
I had a kneeling right.
If I sent the kids to the corner, they would beg to just be able to go to their room. Because when you went to the corner in my house, this is how you had to do it.
He's walking
to
the wall.
Here's the wall. Put those hands in the air and don't touch my wall.
Hey, he looks like a Ferguson resident.
Yeah, no sense.
Yeah.
Don't touch my wall. Put your hands up. Put your nose on the wall. And for 20 minutes, or 10, let's say they're 5 years old. Yeah. For 5 minutes of doing that, in 2 minutes they're begging. And let me tell you something. I mean, we've calmed Angie down and Felicia down when they were at their worst, just doing that. So anything over that, I think.
What is that?
When they were just running crazy, man. I mean, just ridiculously crazy.
So that's every day.
Yeah.
You think a minute is okay for a crime, or?
No, you're talking about a child being punished by his parents.
Okay. A 10-year-old.
A 10-year-old committing a crime?
Well, it's in a way it's a crime.
Whatever the law is.
It's the law of your home.
Oh, okay.
So it's a crime of your home in a way. You know what I mean? Like
10 years old, depending on the circumstances. I mean, at 10 years old, if I had a boy especially, and he did something really stupid, I would kick the living shit out of him. I'm sorry. So some people would say that was wrong, but my father would beat me till a bloody pulp if I did something stupid.
Grounding a kid for a week is fine. Or
but
even a month.
Grounding the kid and then what? Sticking him in his room with his Nintendo, his TV, his phone?
Yeah, I believe that if you're going to ground... Yeah.
And Angie can tell you, my daughter can tell you, and even my oldest daughter will tell you, when they got punished, and it was to the point where we were done, we went in there with garbage bags and filled them up with everything. The only thing that was left in the room was an alarm clock and clothes, bed, posters, everything came down, toys, everything came out, phone, no Everything. And if you want to sneak the phone, that's fine. I've already called up and shut it off.
I'm a fan of, like, just throw the mattress in there, you know?
That's what we used to do if it got, to the point where they'd really throw a fit.
But then that could be considered abuse. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know. I got 2 great kids as a result.
The kids didn't even see grass.
See, and I was kind of listening to it. That's a little extreme, I have to say.
Yeah. I would say it's extreme.
Yeah, that's extreme.
But it might be an extreme exaggeration, too, because it just seems so extreme.
This is true.
It does.
So 10 minutes to the top of the hour, folks. You're listening to Talk Shit Radio Network. I'd like to thank everyone for listening, especially everyone on our Spreaker account who has become a fan and following us. We have 76 followers now just on the Spreaker account, which that doesn't really sound like much to a lot of people. But right now, as of today, we're here 2 weeks.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, time's flying, huh?
Absolutely. This is our second Friday on the air. And from going from 12 followers to 76 followers in 2 weeks, I'm very happy with that. From going from 600 plays, right, exactly. From going from 600 plays to 1,450 plays of our show, I'm very happy with that. I am so sorry about that. I forgot to tell you about that.
Yeah.
I will break those off.
Imagine being
injured already.
Yeah.
We have our first workman's comp case, and we don't even have workman's comp.
I'm melting.
I'm melting. So, yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for listening. I'm sorry.
Thank you guys for listening.
I also would like to thank you for joining the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to talk shit with you guys.
I'm glad you were able to reconsider and come back.
I'm back.
Yep. The opportunity is here, and we're definitely going to take it and go all the way with it.
Yeah, can you guys handle the personality here?
I think because of our listener base and what they're used to from us talking to shit, I think you're going to fit right in. And listen, if anybody wants to chime in and talk to our new host, you can call us at 352-410-2084, and we'll get her on the line, and you can say hello.
Wait, can we repeat that number?
352-410-2084.
Okay, 352-410-2084. You heard that, guys.
That was impressive. She didn't even write that shit.
No, she didn't. She
Call
just
us
heard me
up,
say
guys.
it twice.
We'd love to talk to you. I would love to get to know y'all.
We'd love to have you talk shit live on the radio.
Let's talk shit
to
together.
Leave your cell phone.
Huh?
You'd have to leave your cell phone.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, if somebody called. I'm just saying.
Yeah, if somebody calls, I'll leave the cell phone. Sure.
Come on, we want to hear that phone ring in the lobby.
And as of right now, that's one of the things we are actively looking for. We need sponsors, folks. So anybody out there who owns a business, wants to get out, and depending on your area, where you're at, if you're in Tampa Bay, we get out to about 20,000 listeners in Tampa Bay.
Hey.
And then, what's that?
Said I got something here.
Oh, wow, we have something actually interesting.
Yep.
In Macon, Georgia, we have a nice audience there, and so on and so forth in all 6 cities: Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Boulder, Colorado, Las Vegas, Nevada. If you're listening and you'd like to expand your customer base and get out to a larger audience, we're also on iTunes, iHeart, AM/FM 24/7. We're on Apple Radio. I mean, we're all over the internet now. I'm sure if you just Google Talk Shit Radio, you'll see what comes up, and that would be us.
Or just talk shit.
Yeah, we're looking for sponsors. We want to keep bringing the show to you folks. We want to actually continue making the show even better. So with your help, we can definitely do it and make the show what everybody wants it to be.
Yeah, and we're going to be on Kickstarter, too.
Kickstarter, yes. We're going to start a campaign on Kickstarter, a fundraising campaign on Kickstarter. So Joseph and I and Hayden and Jana are going to work on a video for the studio, and we're going to submit that. We're going to see if we can't
We basically have all of our eggs in a basket.
Yeah. We want to. I guess basically, let's give them this, Joseph, of what you and I talked about. We want to go out and get our own broadcasting tower, which will cover the Hernando County, which is the immediate area that we're in, and then the surrounding areas. Yeah. We just want to listen our fan base. We want to get more equipment, better equipment, so the quality of sound is better.
Go out and do interviews with
people.
Bring people to a
we want to get more portable equipment, so because Joseph is dying to go out and do interviews
Run
on the
longer.
street, and I want to encourage
Like right
that.
now, I would be in Ferguson.
Yeah.
And I would find out who
Oh,
this cop
hell
was.
yeah.
I would go
Oh,
interviewing
my
and
goodness.
shit,
I actually found one of the cops' Instagram. And I believe I'll put his name out there. His Instagram name is JM Fish.
Mm-hmm.
I believe his last name is Fish. He was in complete military uniform. I know there's a lot of memes going around with Kermit the Frog sipping his tea. They're called the None of My Business memes.
Yeah.
You know.
For those of you
Blah,
who
blah,
don't
blah,
know what
but that's-
memes are,
memes
because
are-
I didn't have any idea until I met you, please explain what a meme
A
is.
meme is a picture that, somebody puts words on, whether it's funny or informative. And not all memes are true when they're informational, but they could be funny. But there's a lot of Kermit
Basically
the Frog.
everything you see.
The
on the
Lipton
internet is right,
iced tea commercials where the
Those
Muppets
are
are
memes.
drinking a tea. They've been making memes with Kermit drinking a tea. And this cop who was involved in the shooting of Mike Brown and the rioting actually posted to his Instagram a meme of Kermit the Frog sipping his tea. And it said, all the looting in Ferguson, but not one pair of work boots were stolen. But that's none of my business.
Yeah.
What a dick thing to say,
Yeah,
man.
of course.
Poor kid dead in the street for 4 hours, shot 10 times, unarmed. I mean, and I can go on and on about that, and it's happening, in other, right now as
It's
we
happening
speak to other people everywhere.
absolutely.
But it's just the simple fact that, people need to wake up and understand that Robin Williams was a complete tragedy. Yes, absolutely. But remember, Robin Williams wasn't the only one who passed the other day. Children are dying in Gaza every single day, children and civilians, by weapons, the strike of weapons funded with American dollars. And we need to realize that, yes, Robin Williams was a staple in our childhood. I know mine, Mrs. Doubtfire, Jumanji. How can you not agree? I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
He was amazing. But, he was depressed, yes, and if he truly did kill himself and take his own life, I pity him, but I can only pity him so much and sympathize so much for someone like that when there's children, babies, being blown to pieces because, they're born into a, I don't know, I can go on and on. It's just, we have to realize, be thankful for every day. I'm not trying to get corny and mushy-gushy, but, I'm thankful just that I can go to my refrigerator and pull a bottle of water out,
Yeah.
Little things we take for granted.
Absolutely. Hayden's stepping out of the studio for a few minutes. Get back in
Hayden.
here as soon as you can, Hayden, because I'm going to put you in front of the board. Awesome. Where were we talking, Joseph? What were we talking about? I'm sorry.
I don't know what you were talking about. I've been trying real hard to listen to this clip because this is Channel 8 WGAL.
Right.
They're releasing the name.
Of the police officer that did the shooting.
Yes.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yes.
In 9 minutes, they're releasing it. So
Well,
Oh.
I've been trying to read it.
see if you can get it live. Even if you can get the live feed, we'll pump the audio from the live feed in.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Definitely. Yeah. I'd like to have that.
trying. Barack Obama on Thursday called for peace from all sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you go down there and
Unexcusable.
stand on the front line?
I want to.
No, I'm talking to Barack Obama, and that's what we were talking about. If we had that budget, folks,
Right.
and we had your assistance, and right back to that, you can right now before we get this campaign launched, you can go on our website. You can help by buying some of our talk shit gear. I have up on our Facebook page a way that you can go out. If we sell 1,000 T-shirts, then they'll give us the money from that, so we'll be able to expand and get bigger from there. We also want to
Just like and share us.
yeah,
And maybe somebody will do
And I
it.
was just going to say,
And if you know a business owner-
right? If you don't have the money but you like what you hear, like and share us with somebody who you think might actually want to spend the money on the advertising. We've got like 4 different advertising packages. We'll give you a lot of time on the air, and we'd love to have you as a sponsor.
You got to remember, we're in 6 states.
Yeah,
Over the radio waves.
and they're big cities. They're not.
Like
It's not like
FM,
yeah.
AM.
It's not like we're in out in the middle of the desert in Nevada.
We are Las Vegas.
Well, you know what I mean. There's a big city there, but yeah. All right, so bad example, and I can't even use Boulder, Colorado as that example either. All right, so it's not like we're out in the middle of the woods in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, bad example on my part. Make Macon, Georgia. That's another good one. That's a
funny.
city, you know.
That's funny, though.
Aiden goes. Joseph goes. But it is in the middle of the desert.
I see. I got a few of my Facebook friends to follow us, and we're up to
Oh, yeah?
1,400 likes on Talk Shit
TV show.
Yeah, on Facebook. Yes,
Yeah.
we're up to 1,400, which is actually a pretty big increase. Yesterday we were at, I believe, almost 1,300. Not
Yeah.
even. So that's 100 likes we've gained overnight. That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I mean,
There's
keep it up.
a few names: Sarah Pete, John Martinez,
Yeah, let's give them some
August
shout outs.
Poditsky.
John Crespo, Nate Howell,
Thank you.
Nothing.
Danielle Hodge. I want to thank you guys.
Yeah, there's a few of them out
This
there.
is really awesome.
Absolutely. And the more that happens, the more we'll grow as well. We're counting down the minutes here. We got about 30 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and get that Molly clip playing for you.
Hey, I'd like to thank all the people in New York on Times Square standing out there with their hands up.
For Ferguson, absolutely. And for anybody and everybody
Yes.
else.
Yeah.
Everybody
Los Angeles
supporting
is doing it too now.
everybody.
Absolutely.
It's happening in multiple cities.
Good. We should go down to Tampa and start it.
I'm just so happy to be able to thank you, be able to have an outlet to thank all of you guys. Yes, thank you.
Definitely.
I mean, I just want to say, you always need to stand up and speak up for what you believe in, and I will never stop doing so. And that's just so awesome. We have you guys.
I spoke to somebody the other day, Jana, and they were telling me that the people need a voice to follow and things of that nature.
There's so many
not like I'm trying to be,
with their eyes
like a cult leader or anything like
No,
that.
no,
But we would like to be
we need
that
to
voice of
enlighten
reason
and shine.
Right.
You know, illuminate the truth. Which
Right. I would like to be able to, have our followers contribute as well, because again, it's the subjects that you guys want to hear about that we want to talk shit about. So therefore,
Not necessarily.
well, not always.
I'm sitting
right.
here looking at my notes right here, and I have this beautiful drawing right here in front of my face of this condom that my friend here, Joe, has
Our
drawn
recycled
for me.
condom factory.
I just
from
love
China.
it because I keep looking over and I'm reminded. Oh,
I like
hey,
how you look
make
at
more
it and then you
condoms.
reach up and feel your
Water
hair
bottle.
tie.
Oh.
Every time. I don't know if you've realized it, but when you look at that picture, you go up and
Stop.
you do this,
There's
and you're like, is this
probably
thing
like
a used
whale
condom
sperm
in my head?
lip gloss, so please.
Wow.
Oh, speaking of sperm, where's my Red Bull?
That's what I was
That's in
wondering.
your car.
No, I put it in the refrigerator.
I put another one in the fridge too.
Did you?
There's another one. I figured.
I
give you
don't
one
care
for
for
when-
Red Bull. I don't know why. It's
I love
okay,
bull piss
but
and bull urine.
I like Monster sometimes,
Disgusting.
but it's just so bad for you.
Disgusting.
My guilty pleasure right now.
I'm just gonna
I
say
don't know
energy
why.
drink until somebody sponsors us.
I don't know why,
true.
but
I'm
yes,
saying
no more names until they pay us.
Coca-Cola, Mellow Yellow. I'm not saying any of that.
I
Soda.
love pop so
Yeah.
much. Like pop is my guilty or soda. I don't know.
Right.
I'm from Chicago. Pop. But I
yeah.
love
I didn't.
soda.
That was
and
a southern thing
late-
for me.
Late.
We said soda up in New York. Come
Oh,
down here and I
no,
heard.
in Chicago
you
we
want a
say
pop?
pop.
I'm like, no, I pop you in the head, but
No.
you know what I'm saying? I want soda.
Well, my
you know?
guilty pleasure lately that I'm obsessed with is Czech cream soda, and you can only get it at like Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie. How about
But
when I first
it
came
is.
down
I
here?
am obsessed. I drank a 2-liter to myself last night in like a matter of 4 hours.
No wonder you're having trouble sleeping. That's like
Yeah.
9 million grams of sugar.
Well, I love it. Okay, I'm like so obsessed with it, and it's like
So for those New Yorkers that have come down here and they're used to eating a hero,
a gyro.
a hero, Hero.
Oh, like a sub, like a,
Well, I didn't hear nothing about no sub until I came down here. What the a submarine? Yeah, the Navy's got them. They use them in the water.
Are you
Shoot
kidding me?
missiles.
Like public subs? Like I don't know. We have public
I'm from
here
Long
in
Island.
Florida.
If
The,
I'm
the
getting
term
a
sub is used on a military base.
Yeah, I think of Subway.
See, it's the opposite for me. If
I don't like Subway though.
If I went to New
Their
York
yoga mat bread.
and somebody asked me if I wanted to eat a hero.
What's her name?
Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? Something like that.
No,
I'm-
no,
Yeah.
no. The new girl.
I know.
No, the new from the what?
Storm.
No,
I would eat.
I would
Storm.
eat Storm.
I would
eat
eat
Storm. But the other girl from the
Hunger Games.
No,
What?
screw Hunger Games.
No, I'm saying
Hunger
Jennifer
Games.
Lawrence. She played in.
No, we're not. I
I
don't
don't-
even
I
want
don't
to talk about that stupid movie.
I love the Hunger Games.
Freaking retarded shit. Let me tell you.
Tastes like coffee.
I'm
I don't
talking
like
about the chick that was like with Tony Stark, and she came in with that.
Tony Stark, Iron Man,
Yeah, but not Iron Man.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Not Gwyneth Paltrow. The other chick.
Emma Stone. No.
No, is she the one that's the secret agent? You know
I
that she was
don't
wearing the
know.
hot leather and she. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you
What's
do.
is it? Emma Stone.
Somebody pull her up.
Ooh,
Send me
I'd
the
like
link.
to pull it up. Boy, I'll tell you, I'd like to do the old penis test. Remember, Joseph? Nope, this one don't fit. Let me see, this one, nope, that one don't fit. See, now, if we
all got
had the
their ways.
camera, if we had the camera in the studio, people would be pissing in their pants and crashing all over the highway. So,
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, people, we're going to start broadcasting
Johansson?
with video.
Scarlett Johansson,
She's a
she's hot.
really big
Hot.
bitch.
She's hot. I don't care if she's a bitch. When her face is in the pillow and her ass is pointed up in the
I
air,
wanna see
she can be
Lucy.
a bitch all she wants because
Oh
I'm
my
going to grab
goodness.
her arms, put them behind her freaking head, grab her by her hair, and call her by her sister's name.
I went and saw.
Oh, man.
That would be
um,
called a rodeo session, folks.
I went to the
because when you
movies-
do that, you better hold on.
Oh Lord. I went to the movies the other day and saw Tammy with what's her name, Melissa McCarthy,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
one. She
Yep.
is my
She's
favorite. I
funny
love
as
her.
hell.
Oh, it was hilarious. I mean, you know what? The
Funny.
movie wasn't that great, but she's a great actress.
Yeah.
And she just from the beginning
That Mark
to
Twain.
the end, I was
Mark
laughing.
Twain, great guy.
Good guy.
Good guy.
Good guy.
Yeah, talking about Mark Twain.
She said, "I got one."
Like she knows him, you know what I'm
two,
saying?
da-
It was
She has no
freaking-
clue who he is. And
Yeah.
Susan Sarandon played the.
Susan Sarandon.
Poor
another
grandma.
Great, yeah, she's another
But
great
you saw
actor.
Tammy, Lou?
No, I did
Oh,
not.
it was pretty funny.
But I'm very up on my movies. I like to.
I liked
To
her in
keep
The
track of
Heat
my
with
movies.
Sandra Bullock too. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
She is just.
I don't like Sandra Bullock.
I
she's
didn't like
another
her in The
hottie.
Heat, but I do like her.
She's another hottie. I
I
like
don't.
her.
I
She's
don't like
not
her in
that-
a lot of movies. She's just
Really?
one of those actors that
Miss
just you don't
Congeniality
like.
was freaking hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their time, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You know who my favorite?
Look at me. I mean, the first 20 minutes of the show, I'm a nasty prick, but then I loosen up.
My absolute favorite comedian is. Do you guys like Kevin James, King of Queens? I am
Kevin
obsessed.
James, King of Queens.
Kevin
yes,
James,
from he
Grown
also
Ups,
played in
Grown Ups,
Hitch.
Mall Cop, Hitch. Yeah,
Yeah,
I.
oh, yeah.
That is another
Kevin
one.
James is
Oh, dude,
my
he's
favorite.
freaking hilarious.
Don't like him.
The dancing
You don't
part
like
in
Kevin
Hitch,
James?
really?
Don't
Oh
like
my
him.
God! I don't know if we can be friends, Hayden. Kevin James is my favorite. I mean, like, I literally. I love it. I love him.
He's funny as hell.
in King of Queens, him
No,
and Carrie.
Hitch. No, Hitch is the
Leah
best when
Remini.
he's trying to
he
teach
was
him how to
good.
dance.
How to dance, yeah. But
Oh, that
just
was
his
the best.
His facial expressions.
Yes.
I like humor that a lot of people, I guess.
King of Queens, Michelle and I Silent Mission, I used to watch that all the
I
time.
watch it
Yeah.
every day.
Do you?
Yeah, there's
Yeah, it's
2
all
episodes
repeats.
on
I can't watch
But
it.
I love it. It's always funny to me. I mean, his expressions. him
we
and Carrie
asked a
compliment each
poll, and I'm
other.
going to ask this question right now. And even you sound like you watch a lot of TV and movies. How many times have you seen, and how many movies can you say that you've seen more than 3 times? Don't start
Okay.
listing them. I'm just saying. I mean, because we went off for 35
You're
minutes.
asking me how many movies.
What movies
I've
can
seen
you
more
say?
than 3
What
times.
movies can you
Dumb
say
and
that?
Dumber?
I said don't list them
Oh.
because we can go on forever. I'm just saying, isn't there a ton of them? Now,
Oh,
but
well,
because
yeah.
the reason why I don't want you to list them on
there's
the
not
air.
a ton of them.
Oh, really?
No,
See,
there's not.
the reason
I
don't want you to
watch
list
a movie
them
more than twice.
is because I want to put it on the air or on the Facebook page. Each one of us would go off. This way, the folks, everybody out there, you can comment and comment back. We'll make this whole thing. So
I
list
would
them
say I
on your
have a few
Facebook later.
favorites.
Do you? See, I got a bunch.
Can I ask, do you like Dumb and Dumber, the original?
Oh,
one?
absolutely.
That is a complete.
I don't
trash
like the
fest.
remake.
The one that
second
they
one?
did, but there a new one's coming out that
Is
hasn't
it?
came out yet, and
Oh,
the
boy.
previews do look really
Is
funny.
it Jim Carrey?
It's the same too, Jim
Okay,
Carrey
well,
and
then it'll
what's
be
his name,
funny.
Dave.
I don't remember.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but they played Harry and Floyd. Oh,
Yeah.
it was really.
Yeah.
But the first one, I swear, every time me and my mother have
Boy,
a
I gotta
hamburger,
pee.
every time we have
Just
a
let
hamburger,
it go. It'll be warm.
every time me and my mother have a hamburger, this is what we have to say. How's your burger? Because
Yeah.
when he puts all the hot sauce on,
Yep.
and he chokes and dies.
Yep.
It's just like a staple, and I mean that movie is just a
That is hilarious.
classic.
One of my favorite all-time movies is Due Date. and it's not.
Due
It's
date?
Never seen it.
It's not a common favorite.
It's
movie,
pretty
but
new.
It's a
more
movie
recent.
that I laughed all the way through.
I'd have to see it. Who is it with?
It's Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis.
Oh, I love Zach Galifianakis. Alan.
Why am I not picturing Zach Galifianakis?
Alan from The Hangover with the beard,
He's
the funny.
Oh,
That's-
and he's the crybaby guy. Yeah. Okay.
he drugged
He's
his
fun.
friend.
Isn't he dead?
No,
he's
he's
alive.
alive.
Why do I think
He's
it's
still making
him?
movies.
Oh no, it was the guy from Jackass that looked like
Ryan
him.
Dunn.
That died.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they look alike
Evan
with the beard and everything. Did you just belch?
Excuse me.
You should have let that rip on air, man.
Here, I can sing my alphabet.
No, don't do that.
I'm totally kidding. I am totally kidding.
You'd have made me sick on that one. I
Oh,
can
you
burp
killed me.
on command, but that's
Not
too
me.
much. Felicia does that, doesn't she?
No, not really.
That is gross.
Having
How you doing, Jen?
dabbled in the film industry,
You hot?
No, I wear contact lenses. I'm really blind. I have been wearing glasses. Well, contacts since I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
And my contacts are just burning so bad. But I have my glasses in my purse. It's just I hate wearing them.
Well, we got about 20 minutes before we play the Molly clip, and then we'll go ahead and we'll step up out of the studio and take a
I
break.
don't ever want to leave.
Yeah, well, you don't have to leave, but
I'm just kidding. Don't miss
I'm
me
actually,
too much, guys.
I'm actually going to play that clip a little earlier. Give you guys a little extra time at the end of the show to conversate and stuff like that, because Hayden's like, no, please. You got Joseph, you got her, you'll be fine.
And
bro.
then I'll
You'll be
just,
fine.
if you need to waste some time, I'll sing to you guys. We
know
still
about all
haven't
that.
had any calls.
No, we won't, because here's the deal. We don't get simulcasted until 12 noon on the FM channels.
Okay,
You know what I'm
it's my
saying?
first day on the job, guys.
Yeah, no, and I apologize if we seem a little rough on you, but this is what I want you to get used to this, because this is how we
see
try
how
to
mean
be
you're
every
being
day.
to me?
Right? Yeah, she looks hard, but you look like you're actually doing fine. Actually, we're just trying to talk shit, and that's the best way to get you
Talk
acclimated
shit.
to us
Let's
talking
make
shit.
Talk shit. Talk shit. Talk shit.
So,
But I really do. I would really like to invite Lispy Lisa on the show, and let's hook her up with Brooksville Bob. Let's just see how they vibe.
You know what? I'd like to.
You know, we
I'd like
can-
to maybe get them to call in to the show
That'd
and
be really
introduce
cool.
each other on the show, and then we'll record it so
That's
we can
really
play it on
cool.
the air.
Because
Yeah, we'll see.
Lispy Lisa and me go way back.
Do
so.
you have you heard some of the calls that Bob's made?
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
he's
God.
a real character.
So I don't know if you want to. He's a real nasty old man. I don't know if you want to introduce your friend to him. She might regret it, or might not like you afterwards, because he's a grumpy bastard. Supposedly he's a prepper, and our other host Paulie is a prepper. Paulie's a real prepper, from what I know of Paulie. I know Paulie probably. Well, Felicia's 20 years old, so I know Paulie about 18 years.
Paulie's the woman.
No, Paulie is.
I thought you said she.
No.
Okay.
Felicia is. She's about 18 years old,
Oh,
so
oh.
I know Paulie probably 20 years old. I know Paulie about 18, 19 years old. Hayden's like, we're going backwards here.
we're going backwards.
We're going
Let's
backwards
not go
here.
backwards.
Let's not go backwards. Yeah, no, that was some rough times for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I know Paulie a while, and him and Bob, they don't get along at all, not one bit. Joseph's stepping back into the studio now, which is another good thing. So we're live right now, Talk Shit TV show on Facebook.com. That's Facebook.com/Talk Shit TV show. If you want, and you're listening,
Like it up.
if you're listening live, then you can go ahead and give us a call on 352-410-2084. Phone line is open, and I say phone line because there's only one. No, we have two lines, so I can get two calls
That
at
was
once.
352-410-2084.
2084. That is correct. And do me a favor, folks, if you do get on the phone, please watch the F-bombs. We still, even though it's internet radio, we still go over the FM waves.
No F-bombs.
We still go over the FM waves, so we still got to watch out for the FCC and all of that. So what's
The
up, buddy?
FCC won't let me be me, so let me see.
Yes, I would like to start something, some kind of, I don't know what it's called, but
Want to be starting something. Got to be starting something. Want to be starting something.
Oh, but I can't sing.
See, now, if we
Can't
had
do it.
Nate here, I can get him to put up that music, and you know what I'm saying?
He'll play it automatically.
I know, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Tell him to get his ass out of the freaking woods, get out of the tent, stop pulling his monkey, and get home so we can go to work.
He made it back last night.
Okay, so he's done.
Yeah, he's who woke
camping.
me up.
Okay.
That's how I made it today.
Nice. Look at how sexy Silent Mish is.
For the jams.
I might be leaving early and taking a quick pull over on the side of the road with Silent Mish here. She's looking good. Let me see the hiney, mama.
Switch spots.
She's like, shut up, you got a radio show. And just for those who...
Stress relief.
Silent Mish. Let's... Actually, you know what? We're going to get a quick word from Silent Mish, folks, okay? You guys want to hear from Silent Mish? She's got a message for the morning. Alrighty then. So much for a message from Silent Mish. Now, I know here in the studio you guys didn't hear that, but don't worry about it. I got it all under control. So, Hayden, we're going to bring you over here very shortly. We're going to get this Molly clip going, and because I got to get out of here, and then I'm actually going to call in to the show. Well, no, how am I going to do that if you guys are on the Molly clip?
It's going to be a little late.
Yeah, we're not going to have the
that
phone.
time.
She said you got to take it with.
Yeah, I know. That's because I'm an idiot and I don't think of these things ahead of time.
Well, she didn't actually say it. She just, like, made
Could
the
always,
phone sign.
Yeah, no, she can't. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, so we got it covered. We got the phone thing covered. So.
I don't know how to do all
Oh,
that.
you're going to forward the number to his phone?
No.
No.
Oh.
Just say my number.
No, maybe we'll wait until 9 o'clock.
It's
Maybe
gonna be-
Maybe we'll push the Molly clip back. See, but I want you guys to come on the air after the clip is over and discuss it a
Yeah,
little.
we'll do it at 8:30 like
Yeah.
originally planned.
Yeah, so we got about 24 more minutes, or
About 14.
14 more minutes, I'm sorry, before we get to that Molly clip. Now, let's go into that a little, Joseph. Let's explain what's the deal with the Molly clip here.
I'm calling her right now, so if you want to
All right,
do
cool.
that.
The deal with the Molly clip is, and I know, Jana, you weren't here for that. You don't really know much about it. Joseph found a girl who was a porn star, and go ahead and turn that back on, Joseph, so we don't hear the click. I got you cut out. And honestly, I mean, Joseph says, yeah, she'll do an interview, you know what I mean? And him and I were like, excellent, this is going to be, just what we want. And we're going to get her to show us her boobies and this and that. The whole gig. We thought we were going to have a real cool interview with a porn star, and she's going to tell us some real juicy stuff. What's that?
Whip it out Wednesday,
Yeah,
Whip it
exactly.
out Wednesday.
Yeah, but it was Friday, so...
Okay, I thought Wednesday was hump day.
That's a WBLI, Long Island radio station thing. Wow bumper stickers, which meant whip it out Wednesday, and the girls would drive around, whip it out Wednesday. And
All right, that's cool. Just talk in there so they can hear you.
No,
you're
talk
making
in and-
dead air right now.
Yes.
By bringing me over here.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/talkshit
TV show.
TV show.
/talk shit TV show. Always talking to your mic when we're live. Doesn't matter,
Yeah, if you
what we
gotta
gotta
ask
say.
me something.
Yeah.
Especially if it's dead. If people are talking to each other.
Talking to
Yeah.
the mic.
So anyway, the Molly clip is basically about a girl who got introduced into the porn industry after some troubling times in her youth. And it just goes on to show or tell the progression of how things went really, 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 really bad. And it's just a really compelling story. It's just a different look. It's a different side of the porn industry. Something that I think that everybody should listen to and hear once it's up. I'll go ahead and I'll drop a cut version so it's not all intertwined with the show. I'll go ahead and I'll post up the full version of the episode or of the interview on the internet, so you can listen to it, and it'll be on our web page, not our Facebook page, so you can hear the interview in its entirety.
And this is what made me want to do more, say, journalism versus, I don't know, shock jock or whatever. Because, I might not be the smartest or went to school for journalism, but, like I was saying earlier, you don't have to be a fireman to see a fire.
Correct.
And I might not be a good journalism, but I know I'll get up in that Ferguson hood.
Listen, I didn't go to school for journalism either. Okay? I did not take one class. What makes a good journalist, all right, is someone who can ask the who,
I'll go
the
find
what,
the story.
and the where, and find who to ask those 3 questions to.
Yeah, yeah.
The who, the what, and the where.
And you know what else gets me mad is did you hear about
the how will come with the who, because you always get how. You got the what. Do you understand?
No.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna need like a graph or something.
If you're talking to someone, and you're asking them who is involved, okay, and what happened, right there, they'll explain to you how.
Yeah.
When you ask them the what happened.
Okay. See, I'd be good at something like that. I got a lot of questions for people when it comes to
Well,
things like
like I said, folks, you help us out. We'll get it set up to where we'll have a mobile set up, and we'll send these guys out and talk shit and bail money, and we'll send these guys out to talk shit on the street.
The reporters got arrested in Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they've been pushing the reporters back.
I heard the reporter. I heard there was some wounded reporters.
Yeah.
It was,
The
Huffington
police-
Post and.
There's some serious shit going on out there, peeps, and Jan, I really would like you to educate yourself on it. This way, you have a whole piece come Monday to educate and update us over the weekend what's going on.
Yeah, people are starting to call it an American Civil War.
It's going to end up
being World War III. My brother sent me
It's
a really
not going to be a world war. We're going to have our own modern-day civil war.
We're going to be
My brother sent me a really chilling
just like
message.
Ukraine and all of that shit. Go ahead, sweetie.
He sent me a really chilling message saying, you heard chilling, saying, you know we're about to go to war, and I will be deployed soon, and it's really going to suck for when Bella's here, his unborn daughter.
Yeah.
And he logged off before I wrote him back, and I said, what war? I mean, I know it's coming. I know it's a possibility, but what? Give me details, But he doesn't want to scare me, and he knows more than I know. I mean, he's in the United States Air Force. He's a Department of Defense firefighter.
And I know more.
I can say be scared, and I don't know much.
I mean, I am scared. I'm scared. I'm scared to bring. I have no children, and I'm scared to bring kids into this dirty world. I mean. Every day, every single passing day, I wake up and I see all this terrible police brutality alone is such an issue right now, and that's just scraping the surface. I mean, I could go on and on about
police brutality. When I started this job, I guess 2 weeks ago, I never watched the news. I've taken TVs out of my house.
But you also have to understand the news. Like they say, everything on the internet isn't credible. I'm not saying you believe everything on the news. I'm not saying that at all. It's just because they do report what's going on, but they also fabricate and leave out so many things that matter. I mean, I screenshotted on my iPad here TMZ the other day, and they had the lineup of what the subjects, what they're going to talk about. Robin Williams being number one, and something I don't know what's going on with Reese Witherspoon. And they had everything down to Shark Week, plastic Barbie, real life Barbie, and they still had absolutely no mention of poor Mike Brown or Ferguson, not a mention. And I know TMZ is more celebrity, but still. It's just terrible that if that was your son or daughter, niece or nephew,
Well, the problem is TMZ is paid for by somebody, and that somebody wants to hear celebrity news.
And you got to understand that the media
they want to report it as journalists. They know they're covering garbage. They know that celebrities don't mean a thing.
It's their job, and also they're being, it all comes down to the puppet thing. There's this person this group of elite controlling this group, all the way down to the who controls the media. I mean, I don't want to get
the government now.
Yeah, the government.
The networks actually control the media, and the government controls the networks, and that's why I'll never let anyone control us that way.
I want to get to the point where we can't be stopped.
There's more or less than that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's why if we sign on with a Sirius satellite or one of these big names, I'm not just picking them out, but we are controlled. But
I don't even care if we get like AM towers that can span more distance. Something that we can own and nobody can take from us.
Yep. We have to get our own FCC license, our own broadcasting license, which is hard to get now.
I imagine.
Right, because the bandwaves are almost full. And it's expensive, the wattage to get, the the amps
to push it out.
To push it out where we need it. I mean, you got like Z100 that was on top of the World Trade Center.
Mm-hmm.
But they were pushing out over 1 million watts. Just imagine, when that tower came down, it was 10, 15,000 pounds pushing on the top of that building. Wow. On top of all the other weight that was coming down, you know what I mean? The big tower.
Well, I don't know. The journalism, the free press, with the cops slamming people's heads, journalists' heads into, soda machines, and just plain arrested them. What are they getting arrested for? They're journalists. They're supposed to be there to report.
Folks, I hate to interrupt the subject, but
it's not like they were snatching a gun out of somebody's hand.
Yeah, no. Well, because they saw things that they didn't want the public to see, or the police didn't want the public to see. I am getting ready to get out of here.
Need to be in just as much trouble as the person that killed the boy.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. I'm getting ready to get out of here, folks. I have an appointment. We're going to get the Molly clip to you in about 5 minutes. Joseph, Jana, and Hayden are going to take over the airwaves. And I'm going to call in. And Jana and Joseph, if you guys will take it for a few minutes, I'll get him acclimated with what we got to do. And then I'm out of here, folks. I will see you Monday.
All right.
I thank you for tuning in to Talk Shit. And these guys are going to take over the rest of the show and take care of you.
All right. Farewell. Goodbye.
What's it called when you do a proposal for a law and you try to get people to sign it?
A petition?
Thank you.
A petition.
I want a petition to change the F-bomb from the FCC. I know that seems like a little thing, but...
Well, let's petition against GMO. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
But to express your hatred for a GMO, you're not allowed to.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to. You can't say the F word.
So much for freedom of speech.
The way I see it is if you don't want your kid listening to a show where people cuss, don't let them. If you don't want to listen to a show where people
You're
cuss,
protective enough to feed them what you want to feed them and go out of your way to put them in the schools you want to put them in. Don't let them watch the TV shows. I mean, I feel like parents will... and I'm sorry, I'm not a parent myself.
Censorship should be allowed.
I don't know.
No, we're supposed to be free. We're supposed to be free.
Yeah, the Constitution is being
It doesn't
ripped
say censorship in the Constitution.
But I'm just saying, the Constitution is disintegrating. I mean, Obama is wiping his ass with our Constitution. I mean,
at least it's
all of our rights are being slipped out from under our feet as we speak. But that's none of my business.
I just found something disturbing.
What's that?
Over here, like Lancaster, Pennsylvania, police are searching for 2 Amish girls taken from a roadside stand.
Oh man, that's terrible.
7 and 12-year-old. The family had like a roadside stand and they were just abducted, and that's all it says. So I don't know if they...
I read a story yesterday about an 8-year-old girl who was tased to the ground for throwing a temper tantrum. 8 years old.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
8 years old.
I seen one where the taser, like the little dart, went through somebody's skull, like into their brain. Like that's how hard that dart shot out, or how soft that person's skull was, or whatever the case. It's right there in the brain. And I seen another one where, cops are breaking into the houses, or what do they call them? Search and seizures, or whatever.
Raids.
They when they kick in the door. Well, they threw like a smoke grenade or a flashbang or whatever they had, and it landed on a baby in a crib.
Excuse me,
I
guys.
think I heard something about that.
Again, I'd like to say good luck with taking over the show. I'll call in a few minutes before you guys play the Molly clip. I'll get on the line real quick, but yeah, we're out of here. I got an appointment to waste some time and waste some tax dollars. Hayden's on the controls. Joseph and Jana, they're going to take care of the show, and I'll talk to you guys Monday. You guys have a good show.
Appreciate it.
Enjoy your wife on the way to the court.
All right, we got some snazzy folks in here. Take care.
Oh, good luck. No, I meant with traffic. You'll be fine at court. You got Minardi, dude. You're good. No pressure, Minardi.
No pressure, Minardi. Got about another...
Good show. I'll be listening.
All right.
All righty. Got about another minute and a half before we should start that clip.
All right.
Man, I wish you just went straight to crickets for like 4 minutes.
For
Just to mess with everybody, you know?
Oh, man.
We'll learn that stuff later.
Eventually.
So,
Go
guys,
So, gal.
in other news,
What'd you say?
in other news,
Not you. Lou, speak up, man.
Lou, can't hear you.
Trying to talk through the studio door.
Trying to talk to the door. We can't hear.
I didn't hear
We got
anything.
it pretty well soundproofed in here.
Really?
I didn't hear anything.
Wow.
Oh, I played a
I do trip
video on
sometimes.
accident for a second. Maybe that's what it was.
Oh.
That's what I heard. That's what I thought.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to say, I knew I didn't hear nothing coming from behind me. So, let's see.
Is it still raining out?
No, it's actually clearing up pretty good.
Yeah, over
Clearing
here
up
where
pretty
we
good at
are,
this point.
Florida be like 3:30, sunshine and rainbows. Well, sunshine and butterflies. 3:45 into the storm.
Into the storm.
Okay, you know how we were
That's
talking
true.
about chemtrails?
Okay,
Not
yeah.
to get into it completely
Okay.
because it's like he said a few minutes or something. But
We got ourselves Lou calling in here.
really?
Up, here he is.
Was this like a practice run?
That didn't take long.
Lou, how you doing?
How's it going?
Pretty good. We're just sitting in here,
Already
getting
on the
everything all
road?
set up.
Hey, you gotta turn up the volume for him, for the phone.
I want to call you up and tell you rock and roll, and keep up
Man.
a good show.
Keep your nervousness to yourself. Go to court.
Hey,
And,
man.
yeah.
Go enjoy that waste of time you got to deal with. Sorry, you got to deal with that stupid crap.
Yeah, it's horseshit. It's definitely horseshit. Do me a favor.
Hey, ask
Just
me
take
if
a real quick peek. Pull me off the air real quick, and
Do what?
I'll talk to everybody Monday.
he-
All right, put it off the air.
Yeah, pull me off the air real quick. I'll talk to everybody Monday. Have a good show.
Bye, Lou.
All right.
ask him if he could stop at Coney Island hot dog on the way back for me. give him that to worry about.
I'm starving.
I hate court.
I
I am
just wrote
too.
my boyfriend. I'm like, I'm starving.
I know, and I passed McDonald's on the way here. I was like, nope, I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it.
So hungry.
Okay, so
So-
back to what I was saying with the chemtrails. I got a pilot to come in and explain what's going on.
No way.
Right.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
He's probably a liar. I'm just kidding.
No, it's my family.
That's awesome.
But he
I didn't mean to call your family a liar.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's parts of my family that lie, but I trust him.
Well,
Anyhow, he doesn't have the views like you do, where you think it's the chemtrails are real or bad. He sees it the other
I
way.
watched that they're protecting us, and
he can explain it. You know what I mean? So
I watched kind of them debunk it, but I'm still I don't understand. Like, I walk outside my door and I see all these parallel, intersecting trails that linger, and then they
he'll
also
explain
widen.
all that to you.
But I've also seen
Yeah.
chemtrails debunked and they say that the people flying these planes that are spraying the barium oxide, the aluminum, these chemicals, they don't even know exactly what they're spraying or why they're spraying it. And I mean, I've been looking into this for like the past year, very dedicated. But I mean, I'm
And it's
open.
gonna
I have an
suck,
open mind, and
you
I'm
know?
open to
when you
listen
find out
to.
what it is, it's gonna suck for you.
Well, it's not going to suck. I'd be relieved to know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it's not
'Cause he
something
has, like,
negative.
No reason to.
We're gonna go ahead and take an intermission. It's a little bit past time to get that clip set up.
Alrighty.
Get that set up.
What do you mean? We're taking the intermission?
Well, we gotta let that clip play. People
Oh, you're
need to
playing
hear
the
it.
clip.
Yeah.
Oh, we're taking a break. The
clip.
listeners are. Listen, this is a badass interview. Badass. It's making me want to be a journalist.
I haven't heard it, so I don't know what we're in
Dude,
for.
listen to it. Like, I almost threw up, dude. You can't see her face, and you can't see where we had to stop because it was getting too rough.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Oh, what?
I don't know, man. And I felt bad. You could feel all the pain and everything that and it just played a clip, man.
All
Isn't that
right.
the girl
clip
that got
time.
hit by?
What?
Okay, just go ahead, play.
Dropping our mics out.
Don't drop us out. I want to talk
Drop
shit.
us out. No, drop
Yeah,
us
he's got to
out.
drop.
Hey, this is Lewis with Talk Shit Radio. You're here with Joseph and our special guest, Molly, the ex-adult entertainer. Molly, say hello to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Molly's here to tell us about the ins and the outs, no pun intended, of the porn industry. As we said, Molly is an Molly is an ex-adult entertainer, and we're going to interview her. She doesn't do it anymore, and we're hoping to get a little bit of a message across to those of you who might be thinking about getting into the adult entertainment. So, I guess we'll jump right in it, Molly, and we'll ask you, before you started working in the adult industry doing porn, what were you like? What'd you do?
I was a really fun kid. Super fun. People would always come to me asking for advice. People looked up to me, followed me around. I was an example, a good example for people. I was really big into sports and school and helping people out and doing the right thing. And unfortunately, things happened in my life that helped me decide what path I was going to take for those couple of years.
Let me ask you this: was it the normal? What I think, and anybody of our listeners out there would think would be the normal progression from. And I'm just going to guess. Did you start dancing at first?
I started dancing at first.
Okay, so then it is the stereotypical way of getting into the adult industry. How were you? Go ahead, Joseph. You got a question?
When you said stereotypical thing, like I'm thinking, oh, Uncle Bobby molested me. Or whoever, you know what I mean? Like that's what I think stereotypical when I think adult industry.
There was a history of that. Not any Uncle Bobby or anything.
But you do have a history of,
I don't know Bobby either.
Molestation in your family, which from my experience, that's usually the case. It's usually the case.
Started at a very young age. I didn't really say anything to my parents. I did once, and it didn't stop after that. It wasn't any immediate family.
Mm-hmm.
And we moved to Florida when I was 9 years old, and everything stopped. And then when I was 16, I had an incident happen where I was just disrespected. It was a form of molestation. Called the cops. People threatened to beat me up for it. Then when I was 17, I was raped by someone who was like a brother. I was at a party.
It's usually that type. I know somebody in the same scenario.
Yeah, and I looked for help. I didn't call the cops, actually. I kept to myself. I didn't say anything to anyone. I didn't tell my story to anybody. I was wearing sweatpants in school, walking up against the wall.
I don't mean to cut you off on this because I know this is serious business, but explain to other girls out there that might be in this situation or might get themselves in a situation of rape, okay? Just explain to them how, I know it's hard, and I can't say that I know because I don't know, but
I've never been raped.
Right. You know what? I have, all right? But it was a long time ago, and I'm a boy, so it's different circumstances. Explain to the girls that holding it in, yes, that's what you want to do. It's what your mind tells you to do, but it doesn't. I mean, you tell me I could be very wrong. It doesn't help. Am I right?
It doesn't help at all.
Yeah.
What, holding it in or letting it out?
Holding it in. It doesn't help at all.
You have to tell somebody, whether it be the police, your family, your mother, your father, somebody you trust, somebody.
But at this point, she's told people repeatedly about things.
No, I haven't told anybody yet. At this point, I haven't told anybody.
Oh, about the actual rape.
And that's what brought me to saying that was the message to that is to open your mouth, speak your mind.
Absolutely. Someone, I mean, it was at a gathering, a party, and someone saw the aftermath, and that person went to a different school, told their counselor called my school, and then I was pulled out of class, and he talked to me, and then that's how the report started with the investigation.
Gotcha.
And then I was told by someone very close to me that it was my fault because I put myself in that situation. And the investigator asked me if I did something that I regret, and now I'm just accusing somebody of rape. Even after that recorder was connected to my phone, and I had to call that person who did what they did to me and confront them And that person cried and said, I am so sorry that I did that to you. But because he did not say, I am sorry that I raped you, that investigator,
There was
detective
nothing admissible in court.
wouldn't do shit.
Sure.
Absolutely nothing. So I went to people.
So at this point, you're about, what, 16, 17, you said?
17 years old.
Okay, so you're still not old enough to get a job in a strip club, right?
Right.
So where did you go from here?
From that moment in my life, I started drinking more. My self-worth, what I felt about myself was down in the shitter.
Right.
I felt like a piece of shit.
Now, guys, folks, listeners, if you're sitting where I'm sitting, this is a very beautiful young lady that I'm sitting here looking at, interviewing. So I want you to try and, get the picture in your head that we have a beautiful young girl. She's about 17
At this age.
and all of this is happening. So, I mean, if you have no idea of a mindset like that, then you really can't relate to the story. But for those of you that do have that mindset, and I know there's so many people out there because the statistics show that, 3 out of 10 people
And you know
get
that's
raped.
low.
Yeah.
All statistics.
Yeah, okay.
That's 3 out of
That's for
10
sure.
that spoke up.
Right.
Right. It's just the nature of it.
Right. Yeah. So now you're 17. You're what? You're down here in Florida.
Yeah, I'm here in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Living life. Super happy. I
Glad you're
wasn't
here.
so personable with people after the incident. I walked up against the wall in school. I was Miss Popular before, and then afterward, my whole demeanor changed.
So-
My whole attitude.
Leadership was
It
gone.
does something to you.
Leadership was gone. Leadership wasn't gone until I started making choices that made my leadership be gone, that people couldn't look up to the choices that I was making.
So I'm assuming you turned 18 shortly after you started dancing.
I turned 18.
Wait, what made you dance? I feel like we skipped something.
Money, obviously. You needed money.
I did need money. I was doing sports in school. I had just got a car, my license. The agreement with the car was that I would pay my own insurance. I went to school, didn't get out of school until 5, 6 o'clock after sports. It was Monday through Friday. Didn't have enough money to put the $600 down. The money was a big influence on my decision on dancing, but it was also the beginning of my morals dropping.
And you realized at that point what people have been saying for years, that sex sells.
Who
Sex
introduced you?
That was my next question. Thank you, Joseph.
I did it all by myself.
So you found a production company, or did you do online?
Well, this is the dancing.
I'm talking about the dancing.
Oh, so
right
we're
now.
not up to the adult industry yet. We're still dancing. Okay, so you
And
went
that's-
online and you found the job, or you just walked into a place
I walked into a place. I passed by it. And
here in Florida?
Here in Florida. Thought, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Walked into that place and got a job right then and there.
That's got to take some balls.
Yeah.
Most girls I know that strip, somebody, like their sister was a stripper, their friend was a
Yeah.
stripper, and they, come on, let's go make some
Or
money. Come
in
on.
Florida's case, their mother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
grandmother.
I started at a bikini bar. It was the beginning of the beginning of the path that I took.
So that's not so bad, right? You just
So you weren't all nude at first. You just
No.
had a bikini on. You were dancing with a bikini, doing some bartending.
No bartending at all.
No
just
bartending,
dancing.
private dances, things of that nature. Did you have to take your top off in the back or anything like that? on
No,
private
we weren't
dances?
allowed.
Okay, so basically it was, you were clothed, semi-clothed.
Right.
And how was the money?
The money was great, and privates, I didn't even do privates at the beginning. I did really good on stage, making money.
No shit.
Yeah.
On average, 19 years old, you said you were?
I was 18.
18 on an average, what were you taking home a week?
A week,
Just a guesstimate.
about 1,500.
Yeah, so there you go. Very 19 years old, $1,500 a week.
Or
It's-
18.
I got a question.
that up for the rest of the night.
19, the rate
I'll
went
screw
up.
that up all night long. Yeah, I have to beat that out.
Did you feel like you were getting back at like
I did.
perverted men
I
taking your
did.
money? You, that kind of thing.
It wasn't getting
Good
back
question.
at men that I felt, but I felt the whole path that I took. I was trying to hurt people the whole way along the path that I took.
Oh,
No.
so
My
you're the bitch that
mission-
wears all the glitter and the perfume,
So
right?
you get busted when you get
No.
home by your wife.
Oh,
Now, let me ask you this: how long did you work at the bikini bar?
The bikini bar, I was there for about 2 months.
Mm-hmm. And then from there you went to an all nude, or?
I went to a topless bar.
Okay.
And then from there I went to Miami and worked at an all nude bar where $1,500 a week turned into $2,000 a night.
Yeah, easily. I've been to a couple of the big places down there. I got a buddy of mine who's
Tootsies.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right. So
look it up.
make me understand now where we're at here. We're about 19, 20 probably by this time. Still.
Nope. Still 18.
Oh, so you were.
I moved quick.
You were what the people in the industry call fresh meat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like a freshman in high school.
Yes, absolutely. So down in Miami, somebody in one of the clubs, I would imagine, approached you?
Yeah, it was the Wicked Girls, Wicked Production. And
Wicked Productions, I know of them, yes.
Yeah, and they...
$2,000 a night at 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it went
She's
quick.
about to make more than that.
I don't know what I would be doing at this point.
She's about to make more than
Were
that.
you high?
Nope.
Well, that was my next question.
Didn't do drugs.
Thank you.
I did smoke cannabis. Mm-hmm. I did not drink. I was not a drunk.
No coke, no meth, no pills, none of that bullshit.
Vitamin C.
Now, let me ask you something. There's a and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. There's a rumor going around that HIV is real bad in the industry again. Have you heard anything like that?
When I was in the industry, there was a female that got HIV from she worked for Evasive Angels. Mm-hmm. There was a guy, you get tested every month.
Yeah. And
the test has to be fresh.
Right.
There was a guy, and your ID is, when you hand the test over to the other performer, your ID goes with it, and it's you are who you say you are, and you are clean, and this is...
So it's not a rumor then, it's the real.
There was a guy, who faked a test, had a fake test, and
I think I've seen that.
gave her HIV. That was really scary.
Which should be punishable by criminal charges or death or something like that, because what she really did is just commit murder. So, all right, so now we're down in Miami, and these girls, I don't mean to get off topic. They approach you. Now, did they say, hey, you want to make some real money and do porn, or how'd they approach you?
They approached me and told me that I was very pretty, and pretty much that I was wasting my time in the club if I was looking to make good money.
Let me ask you something.
So it is the same, I don't mean to cut you off.
You're good.
It is the same recruiting technique for 15, almost 20 years now, because I know I still use the same routine.
Yep.
Same thing.
Same routine.
Go ahead, Joseph.
Were you already sucking and fucking, like, in
the
strip
club? No.
Okay.
Nope, it was all a brand new game to me.
Yeah. So you weren't really
At this point,
hip
she
to
was
everything
like-
that went on in the back rooms and things of that
Right,
nature. Because let's be honest, folks. I mean, everybody knows what goes on in the private dances.
Right.
There's at least
It's
one in
not.
every club.
I did private dances in Miami, and I did stage. Upstairs, there's a VIP where they would pay $500 for the room.
Yeah.
And then
Everything
they'd have
goes,
to pay
right?
the girl, and it would be whatever they negotiate out.
Gotcha.
Pretty much like an escort service.
Gotcha. Okay. So all right. So now.
But at this point, you kept it clean.
Yes.
Right. So, all right. So you haven't slept with any of your customers, because that's what they are.
Right.
And pardon me, you haven't slept with any of your customers. You haven't messed with any of, messed around up in the VIP rooms, anything like that. Now, these two girls, they come up to you and they entice you. And again, you're 18 years old, going to be 19 soon, I'm assuming, with $2,000 a day, and then some, right?
Yep.
So at your age, the first thing you're thinking is, wow, I can get out of this shithole.
Yeah.
And what do I got to do? I got to screw somebody and I get paid.
I actually ended up being recruited by another female into a different field while I was working in Miami. Her name was Lisa. I went to Miami. I was staying in a motel. I think it was the Marriott. And I was dancing at this club, and this beautiful girl came up, approached me, asked me where I was staying, how long I'm going to be here, and I told her I didn't know. I planned on staying, and she asked me if I'd like to go see her home. And they have a couple extra bedrooms, and if I'd be interested in staying there. Come check it out. I came, I checked it out. There was a guy there. There was two other girls there. Very beautiful home, very beautiful people, inside and out. So they appeared. And
now, I mean, if the people that are listening if they're sitting back going, wow, this sounds like a movie or something, guess what, folks? This is exactly what goes on. This is exactly how it's portrayed. When they show you these movies and they tell you how this shit goes on, this is exactly what they do. This is real life. Molly here is telling us firsthand experience. She's not making this shit up. She's telling us firsthand experience what happened to her. So... Yep. You're in this big house. They're oppressing the shit out of you now. You're, 18 years old. You're like, wow, look at this. And I can get paid all this money. I hang out with these beautiful chicks. And sure, it's appealing,
great
right?
People. I was able to pick whatever bedroom I wanted. First floor, second floor.
She left the Miami Marriott. You know she was going to something nice.
Yeah.
Right. I decided that I would stay there. And it seemed real. The girl worked where I worked.
At this point, did anybody approach you and say, hey, listen, you got to sleep with me, or you got to stay with me, or you got to be with me in order to...
No.
You know what I mean?
No. At this point, I was asked if I wanted to stay there. I said yeah. So the girl took me back to the hotel, grabbed all my stuff. I go back there, immediately put in a room, made comfortable. And I didn't have a car in Miami. I was driven down there by one of my best friends and taxied to and from work. And the guy that was there came in my room, asked me how much money I had, and he took all of it.
What?
Yeah. He was a pimp.
Oh, my God.
They were freaking hoes and...
Fracking pimp, yeah.
Freaking fracking.
Yeah.
I was set up and trapped.
Oh, wow. So now you're stuck in a house with prostitutes and a pimp.
With prostitutes and a pimp.
No money. They took everything. You have no ride.
The girls didn't. He did.
He did.
So now I'm riding to work with the girl that recruited me in. We'd ride to work. We'd leave together at work. And he would take my money. I'm still dancing and doing dancing privates, not hoeing at all.
Okay. How did he take your money? You just took it, just snatched it?
Came in. I realized when he asked me for the money, I realized what I just got myself into.
And try to run?
At that second, right?
Where am I going to go?
I don't know.
How am I going to go? I'm in Miami by myself with nobody that I know.
He would have beat her up.
Something bad would have happened.
He would have beat you up.
The way that I got out of that 2 weeks.
I'm just wondering where mine was at right then. I mean, you're saying he would have beat her up. I'm pretty sure he would have beat her up. I was wondering.
My mind would have been coming out of my ass because I would have been shitting myself. I would have been so afraid.
I was already on the point where I'm not completely Molly. I'm losing a part of myself every day. So at this point, my mind was numb.
And things are really starting to spiral now.
Things are really starting to spiral. I had no idea where my life was going.
Did you kind of want to self-destruct?
Not at this point, no.
Okay.
No. I don't know what my mission was at this point, but I was down a path, and I was heading down that path. 2 weeks after I'm there, every day I'd come home and take my money. He would call up his other pimps and
How long did this go on?
This went on for 2 weeks.
Okay, so
Only 2 weeks.
Thank goodness you got out of there after 2 weeks.
I got out of there after he came to my room and he was calling his pimp friends, telling them how much money I was making and how he was really proud of me. And I don't know what they said, but he came to my room, threw a package of condoms on my bed, and told me that I really need to start getting to work. At this point, we already came back here to this city, and we got my car. And I brought my car back up there. They brought me down and picked up my dog and went back to Miami. And so at this point, I'm able to get up and leave. I have the freedom to go if I need. But it was part of my plan because I realized what I had gotten myself into. I needed to get out of it. I made them think that I was completely faithful and loyal to what they had going on. Let me get my car here. Got my car here. I didn't plan on leaving as soon as I did until I figured something else out. But once
that's kind of slick.
But you had your car and you had a plan already. You were just waiting for that right moment to execute, be gone.
And this club that I danced at, it made me, apparently I still had morals because it killed me inside. Once he threw those condoms on my bed, and that night I went to work and I was freaking out. I was not making any money. I mean, it was obvious.
Attitude reflects. Sure.
Yeah. I wasn't making any money. I was nervous I was going to get shit kicked out of me, that I was going to get beat up. I'm not going to be sleeping with anybody. I didn't want to get my ass kicked for that.
Right.
So I
that projects.
Talked to the club owner or the manager, the guy that was running the club.
You told him what was going on.
And told him the story that was going on. And I had made $200 that night. That was it. He told me to take that money, get in my car, He'll let me know when the girls go up into private, and then that way I can leave.
To get out of there.
To get out.
Good.
But
So,
now they know where you live.
I left.
but at that point, you're living in your car now.
I had everything at that house. I didn't put anything in my car to bring home with me. I had everything that was mine in that room, and I left, drove to the club. Right from the club, I drove right back home. I left everything I owned, which had...
But what I mean is when they came up to where you live, but not Miami.
Yeah, they knew, and I was scared of that. That did
It's
scare me
always a
for a
fear,
while,
even,
yeah.
I'm sure being back here or whatever.
But I'd rather be back home with people that loved me and
Sure.
people that could protect me, even with me being in fear, instead of being stuck over there where I have nobody to help me and
Hey,
I'm in a
I ain't
predicament
knocking
that I
you. I'm
can't save
just
myself.
trying to see the whole
So-
picture,
Yeah.
how bad it is. You know?
So now
Bad.
you're out of there. You're free of the club. You're free of the pimp.
Free of the pimp.
But you're
was the
still
mission.
not free of the monster.
Right.
Because the monster's still in your head.
Yeah.
And you
yeah.
know what I'm talking about because I've talked to other girls that have been in the business. I've shot a few, so I know this much about what some of them gone through. The monster's still there. The money monster is what I call it because that monster is always eating at you, and then when the money starts getting low, you realize, shit, this is all I got to...
It wasn't so much of a money monster for me.
Yeah.
It was a moral monster.
Okay.
It was
So what made you go back?
lack of self-respect.
What made you actually get into? From this point, you're out. You're free. You know what I mean. You have a chance. You can run now. You know what I mean. What made you
Now,
go back
you're
and
home.
get into porn?
You're home with your family?
I'm home with my family. I didn't stay here. I got away from there. I'm home with my family. I went back to Miami. I got myself out of the
What
pimp
did your
situation.
family say or think when you came back up? Did you have to
you
explain
tell
any of
them?
that?
They don't know the story, no. They knew I was,
Doing your thing. But,
doing my
right.
thing. Yeah, they weren't very
So
happy
you're
with me. I
back
didn't
here.
really share that with them.
You come back here. You're living life. You're doing the right thing, I would suppose, or you just went right back to it.
Went right back to dancing.
Really?
Yep,
Okay.
right back to dancing. I had no middle
Around
job.
here.
Up here or back in Miami?
Went back to Miami.
Back to Miami,
Good money, at least.
where the money is.
Where the
Correct.
money's
okay.
at.
So how long were you back after you got approached to go and actually start shooting adult films?
I wasn't back there long at all. That was pretty much, I left with the adult entertainment, the filmography still in my mind, and knew that I could go back and do that.
I got
And
you.
that's what I did. I was
So
already
it never
introduced
left
to
your
an
mind.
agent.
Okay. So you probably subconsciously had every intention on coming back
Oh, yeah,
to make
absolutely.
the money to do the. Okay.
Absolutely.
So now you're
Dubai.
dancing.
Dubai's where the money's at. Go ahead.
So now I'm dancing.
So now you're dancing
I got a girl
again.
in Dubai, too. Just for later.
What a psycho. I don't know about him sometimes. So now you're dancing again, and it was only what, a few weeks, few days.
I can't even tell you, but it was a very short period of time. I already had a number to the agent.
Okay. And what
from
did
when-
did you call them?
Yeah, I called them.
Okay.
And let them know that I
They
was.
tell you come in, do a casting.
Yeah, they took
review.
me to a couple of different companies and did casting calls there.
Gotcha.
And
Did you have to perform on camera, or was it an interview?
no, it was just take your clothes off and do a 360 and put your clothes back on.
Gotcha. Okay. So they just want to see what they're working with, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
and-
what kind of movies they can use you for.
Gotcha. What they ask you, what you do, what you won't do, what you've done, blah 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 blah.
Right. Mine was fresh, so what I've done is I was very prude before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at this point, she ain't even slept with nobody.
Yeah. Well, that was my next question.
Sounds like
What
a boyfriend.
what type of
Had you
what
had a
type of
boyfriend?
movies did you do?
I did a little bit of everything.
Okay.
I did. Okay, let me take that back
could
because
be
there's
vague.
a lot of
You can
crazy
be vague.
stuff and pornography.
Yes, you can be vague if you want.
Yeah, I did the normal stuff.
Okay.
What people
So,
normally.
The more traditional porn that people watch, maybe some fetishes, but
So, like-
nothing
Yeah, I did
psycho crazy.
that.
No
Yeah.
electric eels.
Right,
none of
yeah,
that.
no, you're not tying yourself to a wall and zapping yourself till you pass out. Crazy shit like that. So nothing like that. Just your basic run-of-the-mill fetish porn. Okay.
Big
so,
booty.
right.
Interracial.
Yep.
Yeah.
What did you think? So let's fast forward a little bit. Let's get to the first time you shot. Just by that face you made, I know this is going to be interesting. Tell me your mindset before the shoot, and then when you finally came out and you were ready to do your first shoot. And then we're gonna jump ahead a little.
Okay, so the first shoot, I remember it from the moment that I went and got tested. Test came back 2 days later, clean. Okay, now we're booking you for tomorrow. You're doing a shoot.
So now it's real.
Now it's real.
Yeah, now's when it hits you, right?
Didn't hit me yet.
Okay.
I show up. I'm handed a costume.
I know what you're thinking over there about it hitting her, but...
No.
It hasn't hit me yet. It's not that big of a deal yet.
He's still on the other side of the room, damn it. Anyway.
Yeah, so I get in my costume, my hair, my makeup's done. At this point, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
sure, it's
playing dress
glamorous.
up.
You're getting all dressed up. You got people pawing all over you,
I'm like the
making
star.
you feel like a queen.
Do you have pigtails?
No, I didn't have pigtails, but I had an army hat on. And
Awesome.
I had an army gun, and I was going through the woods and found my victim.
Nice.
But,
Just FYI, don't go too descriptive, because I
Yes.
can find it from that, too.
oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of army shoots out there.
Yeah, well,
Right.
with,
So,
well,
Let me not
when
mention
when
the
we're
oil.
off, when we're off audio, I'll explain you how I do things.
okay. So I'm in the woods, find my victim. Don't exactly remember the story set up, what
Yeah,
was said, this
right.
and that, but it came down to where...
Obviously, it's a porno movie, so there wasn't much said.
Right.
So the plot was a blur.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So the clothes came off. Me and clothes came off. Actually, I don't even remember
all right,
if he was wearing clothes. He
Right
might have been
there at
wearing a
that
weave.
point, this is the first time you've taken your clothes off on
Yes.
camera. Okay. Now, I've done a few shoots, and I've been with a lot of people that say, "Oh yeah, no problem, I could do this." But the minute the lights go on, the minute the cameras start rolling, it's a different story. It's a big different story. A lot of people
I know
get
I've
performance.
choked on this mic.
A lot of people get performance anxiety. Yeah, even being on the radio,
There's nobody
when
looking
nobody's
at me.
seeing you, but it's performance anxiety.
I know that I have
So
to perform.
at this point,
I don't know what this point is. I'm just going to say what it's saying.
yeah. At this point, were you having any performance anxiety? Were you terrified, or were you just ready to have sex on film?
Yes and no.
How much?
First shoot, was $1,500.
That's about
And
average.
is that just like one fuck? I don't know what a shoot is.
Not to mention all the money got stolen. That
Oh yeah, we can't say F.
F.
That's it.
from another freaking porn star. Who,
We
So
also use screwed, frack.
yeah. So all right. So let me try and make some sense out of this. You made $1,500, but that got stolen.
it got stolen. Yeah.
Wow. So here you are back
they
to
paid you ahead
square
of
one
time?
again.
Right. The whole point of doing porn, after thinking about it, in my mind was, I'm willing, I'm going to get paid, and nobody can take anything from me that I'm not willing to give up.
Was it empowering? Do you think it was?
Maybe.
At least it was her choice.
It was
Well,
my...
that's
what
probably a big thing of it.
that was more of the whole thing with it was, I'm choosing to do this.
I got you. It was your decision what, where, when, how, and who. Right, I see.
Not so much the who.
So, I guess you really didn't have a choice in that, huh? Yeah.
Okay, so
Now,
what went through your mind?
yeah, that was my next question. As you were...
Wait, I think she got to pause for a
I
moment.
have to make a quick phone call.
No problem.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you very much for doing this.
You're
All right, so at this point, you're at your first shoot. You don't have a choice in who you're with and what you're doing. Let's talk about that.
Right, I have no choice in who I work with.
Really?
I do have a choice on what I'm doing. Right, at this point, I didn't know
You do
anyone.
have a
was-
choice in what you're doing.
Right,
Okay.
that goes with the list on your do's and your don'ts.
I gotcha. Okay.
Right, so there is already a set thing on what you do. It was just
Can
simple...
you name a few things on that list? You don't have to if you don't want to.
It would be
You
boy,
can-
girl, 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 boy, girl, blowjob. They just had a whole list
And
on all
then
sexual activities.
that would be the do's and the don'ts. Just give us like 2-3 examples of
Do's
don'ts.
and don'ts was
What were your
booty,
do's and don'ts at that time?
no booty anything, no
No
face
anal.
no face sexing.
Right.
Yeah, but it was my first shoot was a very basic boy-girl shoot.
Okay.
Missionary.
No. It was on the...
I don't think I've ever seen a porn movie that was missionary.
That might have been one of the 6 positions.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. All right,
What do you
so
look
now...
like?
Who, the dude?
The dude.
Yeah,
the
was
first
he a good-looking guy? I mean, were you attracted to him? You know,
No, it
how
wasn't
does
an
that
attraction
work?
for me.
Is there any sexual attraction?
It was just work.
It's just work.
It was strictly just work, no emotion, no feeling, no
So now,
attraction.
No, wait, that's the first time. This is before you started fracking people.
Right. It was work. I've already built myself up to...
You've already shut
dancing.
off those emotions.
Emotions are turned off.
Yeah, okay.
Off.
So now, while you're in the act of shooting a movie, and for those of you that have never been behind the scenes, it is the most tedious, frustrating thing that you ever seen, because you ain't having sex and enjoying it. You are, like she said, working. You're stopping. You're reposing. You're moving a leg. You're doing this. You're doing it. Yes, it's not just sex. There's a lot to it.
Right.
Now, tell me about, like...
I want to tell you about how I felt.
That's what I was going to ask you. While the things were going on, while you were shooting, while you were having sex on camera, where was your mindset? What were you thinking about? How'd you feel? You know what I'm saying? Things like that.
Yeah, I was just physically here, not so much mentally here.
Mm-hmm.
But
so you shut it out.
I did shut it out, but I did feel something with my first shoot on the first connection of intercourse, and it turned my stomach.
Really?
It really did. It did not make me feel good.
It was a feeling of disgust?
It was a feeling of disgust.
Okay.
I don't know this man. I don't know the man holding the camera. I didn't realize how big of an impact it was going to be,
which a lot of people don't.
Big the internet is, that it will always be there.
It'll never disappear.
It will never disappear.
Sorry to interject, but at this point, if you pulled out, per se, could you say, no, you don't have rights to that footage, here's your money back?
No.
I'm done?
No, you already signed a contract.
Yeah.
Oh, my
You release that, the minute that contract's signed and they go into shooting, she doesn't own a bit of that.
So you're literally already
She
cracked.
doesn't own a bit of that footage.
Right.
If anybody was to come in here and we were to take photos and stuff of them, once they sign that release, I do what I want, how I want, and when I want to do it with them photos.
And normally part of the contract would be that I do get my footage. I never got my footage because I never made a website to where I wanted to link my footage.
You want to market your own self, correct? Okay.
Right, so.
Which is the logical, and nowadays the way porn is the logical next step when you're in the industry is you market yourself out there because nobody's going to do it for you.
Okay, so here you are feeling sick with this people you don't know, the cameraman you don't know, the other porn star you don't know. At this point, are they pushing you for your no list?
No, I mean, it's already set up on what positions you're going to do, how this is going to go. I mean, it's
already in the production
like
notes.
a play.
It's already choreographed. I didn't know if they were just going to press for more.
Right, no, just how we try to stick to our production notes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That was a good thing about having an
production.
agent. And you have an agent, it's like having a bodyguard.
Yeah, absolutely.
That you don't do more than what you're supposed to do.
I get that, because if I was an agent, I would not be down with it.
Nope.
Yeah. It's just like going and working at McDonald's, you know.
'Cause at that point,
you're the
it'd be like
cook.
rape
You're
or
not going to
something.
sit there and take orders at the counter when you're just the cook. You know what I mean? You're only going to do what you're getting paid for. All right, so now the first time is over with. All right, let's jump ahead to that.
I couldn't wait for it to be over with. The whole time, I'm like, how much longer?
How long did it take?
6, 8 hours.
No, they never took that long.
Really?
And it felt like 6 to 8 hours. It felt like a freaking lifetime in that hour and 45 minutes.
And because it's
That's what the shoot
over
is,
and
about 2 hours.
over and over and over until they get the shot right, the money shot, so to speak, till they get it right. Correct.
The money shot was the end of it.
Yep.
But you don't shoot over and over and over again. You do a straight shoot like we're doing right now. And then they would go back and edit it.
Yeah.
So you give them, they might have a 25-minute movie that you did 45 minutes of shooting for.
Right.
So.
Yeah, which, I mean, I was in a situation, the gentleman and his wife, they wanted to work with me, do a movie. I brought all the equipment. We got a room. You can put that anywhere you need to. What's weird is, it'll flop its own way. And he was drinking.
He was talking about the mic.
Yeah. Thank you. Good point. And he was drinking. He was drinking all night before the shoot. And I'm like, look, bro, you're going to have anxiety problems. You're going to have performance issues. Number one, the camera's going to come on. It's a different freaking story. I know this is your wife, but when you and your wife are behind closed doors, and now you put a stranger in front of a camera, and then another stranger in front of a still photography camera popping off pictures, and I'm one of those cameramen. I am all up in you. I mean, literally, I'm lifting the dude's nutsack to get the good shot. I'm one of those. I'll tell you, I'll stop. Whoa, lift your nuts. Move over. You spread your lip. That's the way I shoot.
Right.
I shoot to where when it goes to edit, there's very minimal editing to be done. So right off the bat, first 15, 20 minutes into the shoot, I'm looking at the other cameraman and I'm rolling my eyes and this guy is just, it is as flaccid as a noodle that just came out of the freaking stove.
This happened to me. I was supposed to have a threesome with my friend.
It was pathetic.
And we had the girl come over or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at his dick. I can't not look at it. You know what I mean? I can't. I got the girl here, but it's there.
I know what you're saying. I know what you mean. It's an uncomfortability thing. You're
yeah, it was just
it's a little homophobic too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little homophobic.
Dude, he had like 15 inches on me.
Yeah, well then I would be a little.
It was
I would have
disturbing.
a little performance issues too. I'd be like,
disturbing.
dude, just keep that thing over
But
there.
I get it, like the performance, like there's somebody there, and
Yes.
like I don't know. It was.
I got to tell you, I mean, I was a wreck on the first shoot that I did. Now, I never performed. I was a cameraman. I was a nervous wreck. I was puking. I was sweating profusely. When we got there, I was a wreck. And once we started shooting, it got easier. But so now we're at the point, we're done. The movie's over. Well, the shoot's over. Now you go back to your dressing room, right?
Go back to the.
Where are you at
room.
in your mind right now?
I just want to get my money and get the hell out.
And just leave.
And I go back and my money's gone.
That's when the money was stolen.
This is the first
the 15,
shoot.
yeah,
Wow.
the $1,500.
It's gone.
Unbelievable. You have any idea who took it?
Yeah, the girl before me.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so I know who took it. I told them about it. They pretty much told me, SOL. Sorry, we paid you. That's it.
Should have kept it someplace else type thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, let's fast forward.
Like you could have left at that point and went to your bed.
At this point, after this shoot, I was done. I did not feel good about myself.
Because of everything that went on.
Uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It made me feel sick. I'm done. I'm not doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's out the next day. My phone is blowing up from, and I didn't even know my friends watched pornography. But it is blowing up. How could you do that? Why did you do that? Oh my God, everybody knew. So I'm already being judged.
So now, at this point, your first shoot is done. You got your money stolen from you. All right. Now they put it on websites to where they didn't block out certain places where it's going to go.
No,
They have the power to do that. They just put it out there. So all the perverts that are out there that were looking at porn, they now see you and know you personally.
And I'm the one who's wrong for doing what I'm doing. But they're the one who are supporting it by doing what they're doing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and I was judged heavily. So I continued on doing it. Everybody knows there's nothing to hide
Screw
anymore.
it at this point.
Screw it, fuck it, whatever.
Right.
Screw it. Sorry. Screw it, whatever.
Yeah. So at this point, okay, money's been stolen. People already know.
How do you go from being that sick to being like, I'm going to do it again?
Whatever, I already went through it. I'm alive.
My imagination, I mean, I would imagine probably all the badgering that you've gotten from your friends. They know it. Screw them.
Got nowhere to
now
go
I'm really
now.
going to give them something to bitch about. That
Pretty
type
much.
of attitude, yeah.
Okay, I was just trying to get into
I've been there
I
before.
feel like we skip things every now
Well,
and then.
I'm trying not to drag it out. You know what I mean? We're 30 minutes into it already.
My bad.
Yeah. So I want to get the story in, but I don't want to make it this long ass thing. Plus, I'm going to edit it down. It'll probably be down 45 minutes, half hour when we're done.
Okay.
All right. So
I continued shooting.
Yep.
I turned into a star immediately with the companies. And
You had to. If the first day it went out, everybody was calling you.
Yep.
You had to be like the hottest shit.
Yeah.
on
So
the
now
internet.
at this point, it's out. You're into it. You're doing what you got to do, and you're enjoying it. I would assume.
There's some stardom going on, I would imagine.
Maybe enjoying the money.
I'm enjoying the fact that I was wanted.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
I'm doing something right. I mean, these people want to shoot me all the time and pay me, and yeah.
The gratification of feeling needed and wanted, yes.
Needed, wanted.
Yep.
I have control.
And obviously the
of
money's
something.
pouring in now.
Yeah.
Yep. How'd you do handling your money?
You had to see her shake her head.
It's pouring in, and it went as fast as it came.
Yeah, that's usually, if you don't have good guidance and a way to invest it and make yourself money back out of your money, yeah, it's usually.
I did
Wait a minute.
really good with my money.
So you weren't doing drugs, so...
Not at this point.
But you had a nice car, nice phone, nice clothes, nice this, nice that, nice this, anything you
All
wanted,
the
correct?
materialistic stuff. Didn't
Right.
have a nice car or anything like that, but
Probably didn't even need
Anything you wanted.
I had the money to buy a car.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't making $1,500 a day and going out and spending $1,500. I was making $1,500 going out and spending $500, and I had money in my bank account where they told me to open up another bank account because the IRS red flagged my account or something like that. I've never heard of it before.
Right.
And then I got into a relationship. I went from Miami to California. I was only supposed to be out in California for 2 weeks to do shoots. I ended up staying. Ended up meeting this guy, and he's why I stayed, and fell in lust. And my money, that's when
Slowly disappeared, right?
he didn't freaking work. He crashed his car. I bought a new car. He moved in with me, but
He just slowly sucked you dry.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Now, were you still doing shoots at this time, or are you back to dancing?
Nope, still doing shoots. Never went back to dance.
With a major production company, I would assume at this point.
Several.
Yes. So several. Okay.
Several.
Okay.
So that's like a freelance. You know,
What?
like locked in.
At what point did you say to yourself? At what point did you say to yourself, I have got to get away from this. I have got to get out of this life. I've got to get back home, and I've got to get back control of myself, my mind, and all of that. What pushed you over the edge and made you get out of it?
You face yourself every day in the mirror. I used to face myself from.
Is that the hardest thing you had to do?
It was. And I don't want to get emotional. It was the hardest thing that I ever had to do. And I would face myself, and I would look at myself, and I would stare myself in the eyes, and I would tell myself how ugly I was, how worthless I am.
To try and discourage yourself?
How I'm not important. I don't know what it was for.
Okay.
It was how I felt about myself. And I would sit there, and I would look at myself, and I would tell myself that. And
do you think that most of the girls go through that?
Yeah.
Do you think they do?
I
so
do.
then it's a very common thing.
I haven't talked to them.
But in your experience, in your opinion,
there's
not
no
all
way that you
smiles and
can't.
goggles.
There's no way that you can't. I mean, you have to. You can't be proud of what you're doing. That can't make you feel good about yourself.
right?
I mean,
Especially
you're taken-
with certain upbringings, there's just no way you can. Yeah,
sex is meant to be shared with. It's special.
right.
It's meant to be shared with somebody special. And what I did was took everything that was special about it and the feeling that you're supposed to have from sharing that with somebody, I took all of that away from it, and it became an act.
So that brings me to now, after all of that said and done. Now that you've gotten yourself out of the industry, you've come to the realization.
She faced her demons.
You've faced your demons. You've, so to speak, you've woken up. How did you get yourself from that point there, which we can say is at that point is the all-time low because you haven't gone any lower, you don't know anything. How did you get from that point back up to the top where you are now?
So that's a really good question. After looking myself in the mirror and falling in love with that person all over again, all I wanted to do was support her, was to help her grow, make her better, get her to that point that she was at when she was 16 years old.
And when you say her, you're referring to yourself.
Myself,
yes.
looking at myself as the third person.
Right. Yep.
So I completely quit. I had no job, was living on whatever money that I had.
And your boyfriend was spending that.
And my boyfriend was spending that at the time. He did not work ever. He was 9 years older. He was your POS, but I went out and filled out applications everywhere. I went to...
So you didn't give up no matter what?
I did not give up. That was not the end. That was the end to a brand new beginning.
End. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. The beginning of the end of that. Right. Yeah.
Like reality was hitting.
And at that point in my life, something sparked. Something just inside of me, and just the love that I had for myself. And I was going to fight as hard as I had to fight to get to where I wanted to go. So after doing applications and doing my best to get a job, I couldn't get one. So I wasn't going back. I sat down and thought, what can I do? I didn't want to do anything illegal, and saw a box and broke off a piece of cardboard and wrote, 22 years old, in need of work or help. Like, I was crying out to the world, somebody help me. And money was being given to me. I was only, 3 blocks away from my house, and people knew me. They were giving money to me. There were...
So you were panhandling on the street?
I was panhandling.
And
Gotcha.
you got lucky.
I would say...
a lot of people turn their nose up to that.
They do.
Yeah.
People would stop and talk to me. But I remember I was sitting on the fire hydrant, holding up my sign, looking at my reflection in every car that passes by. And it reminded me of the mirror reflect, and I was proud of what I saw, more proud in that moment of me sitting on a fire hydrant, panhandling, putting my pride in the garbage can and doing what I had to do. I sat there and I cried out, and I was blessed.
And because I would assume at that point you were past all of that, all the hurting at that point, you've put it behind you, it's empowered you.
Yes, I felt so good about myself, and I had so much faith in myself, and I supported myself, and I was going to do whatever I had to do, whatever it took. And after a while, I was offered a job from a 97-year-old woman from Hungarian. She's Hungarian.
Yep.
She went through the Nazi war and Germany. She was German. She told me stories, and I learned a lot from her, and it was the best time that I had in California. And I felt like I was meant to be there. Her nephew punched her in the face, told me that she fell. My boyfriend was kind of decent because he called the cops, and I was meant to be there at that time. And after that had happened, I had to remove myself from it because I'm trying to protect myself now.
Yeah.
And then I did what everyone dreams of doing when they're younger, which is telemarketing. I was that girl.
You were the one that calls us up and says, I would like to tell you about a new and exciting thing today.
I loved it then, too, because,
you got a good voice.
Hang up, and I would call them right back and hang up on them because they made me feel better. But so I did the telemarketing, and then in December... I talked about this is about
last year,
December of 2009.
Okay.
It might have been 2010.
Yeah,
anyway,
I was going to say
22. I was 22 years old. I'm going on 27 in a very short while. And called my dad, called my mom, went down came here to Florida for a vacation, and it was for a month. And within that time, first I went to Kentucky, talked to my aunt, my uncle, and my mom, my dad when I got here to California, and everyone was willing to help me get out of there. So I flew down here, then we got another round-trip plane ticket, me and my dad, and one for my dog. And I went back to California, didn't tell my boyfriend anything, he wasn't home. And I grabbed all of my stuff with the cops there. I'm still trying to protect myself. I grabbed all my stuff, grabbed my dog. I forgot my shoes, but grabbed my dog and got out of there and never looked back.
I forgot my shoes.
That was it.
And that was it. And here I've worked at Walgreens. My dad has a business, so I work for him and everything. I had my own place for a year that I was paying my own bills,
Good
had no car. I've been through
And this is to date you're talking about.
This is to date.
Yeah, awesome.
This
Good for
is
you.
to date.
Congratulations. Long journey.
It is.
You will have a lot to tell people. as you get older. My wife and I have been together going on 22 years. And the stories you can tell after that many years is pretty cool. What you've been through, you know what? You've been through a lot. You've made it through. And it's empowered you. Hopefully,
you're stronger.
You're stronger. You're better, and your message. And I wouldn't stop trying to tell this message. I wouldn't stop here. You know what I mean? I would keep going further than just this radio station, and tell your story. Don't be ashamed of where you come from, because I'll be honest with you, that's really, really motivating. You know, I've been down. I've thought things were over. I listened to that story, and the shit that I've gone through, no comparison. I mean, you did good. Keep moving forward. And like I said, you know, never look back. Well, like you said, never look back. That's awesome. That is awesome. Definitely.
We should play Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror.
Yeah, right? No. That's a good song. Have you ever listened to the words?
Yeah. I love Michael Jackson.
I don't like him because he's a pedophile, but he's good. Got good music.
He's a really good pedophile, though.
All right, that's the first. We have classified the pedophiles. You have good pedophiles, not so good pedophiles, and then just pedophiles.
I mean, he's a real...
All right. And you've been out of it how many years now? You haven't performed. When was the last performance?
I haven't been... My last performance was 2009.
2009. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
so
so 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
Okay, so 5 years after the fact, after you've done porn, 5 years later, how has it affected you? What is it to your mindset? Do you still look in the mirror and see that same person? Or you know what I'm saying?
It started, for a while I would look in the mirror, tell myself how ugly I was, how worthless I am. And then after a certain amount of time, I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm facing this person that I have been calling ugly and worthless. And that person is strong enough to still be there, standing in front of me, to face me today. And when I saw that, I started telling myself, I had sympathy for myself. You really are beautiful. Mm-hmm. You are a great person. People can love you.
And if every girl, no matter what they look like, no matter what shape, size, color, if they sat in the mirror every morning and believed in themselves, because that's really what it is. You started to believe in yourself again.
Yeah.
You started to gain your own self-confidence. Then a lot of girls would not have to face half the things that you had to face.
Absolutely not.
So now I'm going to ask you a little personal question, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want to. I'll completely understand. Sex today, what is it like?
I don't know if it's because of the person that I'm with. Mm-hmm. It's lovely. It is. It doesn't bring you back. It doesn't give you any bad memories, nothing like that. It's just recently.
Okay.
Just recently is when sex became special.
Okay.
It became
It
love.
wasn't just sex.
It wasn't just an act.
Okay.
And the emotion that I feel from it now, and the way that, looking into his eyes and him
mm-hmm.
looking into my eyes, and it's just an appreciation of each other,
mm-hmm.
Making each other feel good,
right.
and showing each other love.
Do you think that at a point in your relationship, now does he know?
He does know,
okay.
And it was...
Do you think at a point in your relationship that that he wanted you to be that person that you were in the movies when you guys were having sex?
No.
No. Okay.
No, not at all.
Yeah, dude, I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
didn't say it, man. But every man.
Well, that's why I ask. I mean, every man dreams of sleeping with a porn star. Every man does. I'll be honest with you. Everyone does. And that's why I asked the question. I mean, stereotypically,
I don't
it doesn't
feel
really
that.
matter anyway.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But
I don't
it's,
feel that from him at all.
Well, that's,
my past really does bother him.
It does.
It doesn't. At the beginning, it was hard. He knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
He knew about it before we even talked about it.
Gotcha.
His only concern with it was, you did what you did. As long as you learned from it and you don't go back to it,
sure.
Then it was, kind of worth
no jealousy
through.
Issues or anything like that. Oh, see, that's awesome. So then he is.
I don't know where this guy came from, but
yeah, I was just going to say. Then he sounds like he doesn't sound like your stereotypical type of guy, because it would take I mean, I'll be honest with you, it would take a special kind of person to overlook that.
Thank you. And I told him that, and I've said that ever since I got out of the industry, that it's going to take someone very special, very, very special and strong to be able. I don't have baggage like kids,
right,
and baggage like a whole lot of debt, or
to make you feel loved, to make you feel like a woman again, and then treat you that way, right?
To be able to accept my past and still love me for who I am.
Just forget it, really. I mean, yeah. So, all right, now, Joseph, you got any more questions you want to ask her? Because I want to get into what her message is to other people now. I mean, that's.
I think it's beautiful. The ending is beautiful.
Yeah.
Because earlier I kind of wanted to throw up. You know what I mean? Like, just did.
Yeah.
My question now is, let's say, hypothetically speaking, you had the opportunity to tell people your story, which you are right now. We're going to be out, and just in Tampa Bay alone, 20,000 people are going to hear your story. For those girls, if there are any, or for even guys for that matter, that are thinking about getting into the industry and they think it's all fun and games and they're going to be having sex and having parties and making lots of money, what's your message? And I'm going to shut my mic off and I'm going to let you go for it.
I would say that the easier it is to make the money, the harder it's going to make your life. Money that comes easy is easy to get rid of, but your money's gone and what you've done sticks with you. I would say don't do it. Look in the mirror, love yourself, tell yourself how amazing you are no matter what anybody else thinks about you. You are special.
That's perfect. I mean, that's you can't really say any more. I'll be honest with you. I love the fact, and I thank you so much for coming on and doing this for us. The message that you're sending out is listen, what you see on camera, what you see on the cover of those boxes, that's not really what goes on. That life is not all that glamorous. You go to these adult entertainment parties and all of these award shows and go backstage, follow them, get to know one of them, go hang out with them, see what their life is really like. You'll see exactly what this young lady is talking about. Again, Molly, I want to thank you for coming on and sharing that with us. It's an incredible story. It's moved me. It really has. It's made me look at a lot of things different. I doubt I'm going to ever be doing many other shoots other than the radio now, because I have a whole nother point of view to look at now. You know what I mean?
Also, for the women out there, the young girls, if you've been raped or molested or disrespected sexually and it makes you feel a certain way about yourself, know that it's not your fault. Things happen for reasons, but don't ever get down on yourself. Love yourself for who you are. Push yourself through whatever it is, and always know that there's a better side to whatever's going on. Don't do what I did. Don't take yourself down a path that makes, once you're off that path, you want to eat. It's gonna make your life so hard. People are gonna judge you. People kill themselves over. Porn stars kill themselves every day.
All the time.
All the time. Yeah. And don't take that path.
Over what is the word I'm looking for? They kill themselves over how they feel about themselves.
Right.
How other people make them feel, yeah.
Don't let anyone take anything from you. Keep your morals up. Keep your morals high. Respect yourself.
Self-image.
Yeah.
That was the word I was looking for.
Respect yourself.
Absolutely. Well, there we go. You have it. That was Molly, our ex-adult entertainer who, if you were listening to the interview, has a really incredible story to tell and a really great message. And again, I'd like to thank her for coming on, taking the time to come here and do this now. But everything's good now, right? You're okay. You're doing
I'm great. I have a good job.
Yep.
I have good people in my life. Man's amazing. It's beautiful.
Amazing.
The man's amazing.
You're making me jealous.
Do we hear? Are we going to be throwing a talk shit wedding anytime soon, or is it too soon to speculate anything like that?
Well, we really
look
don't
at
need
how that face lit up. Look at that. You don't have to say any more.
I've never wanted to marry. I was so against marriage before.
But if he asked, maybe a few years down the road,
I might
you would
ask
consider.
him.
See, that's awesome. That's awesome.
We got the cameras. He's got the hover drone thing.
Yeah, we'll take care. We'll do a good wedding. We'll do a good wedding for you. Absolutely. Bit of talk shit exclusive. But again, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm glad everything's doing good for you. I'm glad you got out of it. I'm glad you realized what you realized and actually moved forward with it. And listen, if like she said, if like Molly said, if any other girls are out there and they're in that situation, do everything you can to get yourself out of it. Stay away from it. If you've had an incident where you've been sexually assaulted, disrespected, like Molly says, do not keep it to yourself, because that's the most self-destructive thing you can do. The only person you're hurting is yourself.
And that's who I planned on hurting so many people in my life by doing what I did.
But you don't.
And I hurt myself more than anybody.
Well, you look great.
Thank you.
You look like you pulled out of it fine. You seem like you got a really good head on your shoulders, and I wish you all the luck. And I thank you very much. Thank you, Joseph, for sitting in with the interview and joining in with me.
Thank you for having me.
Joseph's got something to ask.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
If you ask her to see her boobies, I'm going to throw something at you.
I'm going to throw ass at you.
My thing is, in the beginning, when you first started being molested at an early age, preteen or whatever happened.
Young.
Yeah, what is your advice to those girls when they go to somebody?
Those younger girls.
You went to your parents, they didn't believe it, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you do then?
To those people that are in denial and they look at you like you're making something up or whatever. You know what I mean? Do you have any advice to that
Yeah, I mean,
girl?
how do you?
Not
how
that
do you
she's
go?
going to be listening, but
Right, but I know what he's saying. Like, once you're faced with that situation, as a girl that's been there, once you're faced with that, where do you turn at that point? You know what I mean? Where do you go? And I don't want to get back into that.
is there anything
pull
that you would have
back into
changed,
that, but
or I'm just
Yeah, I would have done more counseling.
Gotcha.
I needed someone professional to talk to. Didn't exactly know how to open up at that point.
so you don't think a friend is a good person to talk to?
I think a friend is the right person to talk to get it off of your chest.
But to work through the problem, you need a
To work through the problem, not even so much a professional, but someone to talk to guide you out of it. Whether you're being molested right now or raped by someone, or whether you are a stripper or a porn star,
I wonder
it's
if
the
there's
same
a
thing.
hotline. Should be a hotline for that.
I'm sure there is an abuse hotline or something.
There is a sexual abuse hotline.
Yeah.
You can call those, but yeah, definitely talk to somebody. I am not a big fan of cops or detectives or anything. I had bad luck with the one that I had helping me
It seems to be they
out.
demoralize you even more than
Right,
what
but
you've been through.
I would definitely say that
we'll talk about that
even
next
reach
show.
out to them. I mean, somebody, they can do something. Their mission is to make money. And if you are being harmed and they can get money off of someone and throw them in jail, they're going to do it.
Absolutely.
Don't be scared.
No. Talk to who you need to talk to, get the help you need to get to, and, whatever it takes, do not let anybody get away with that, because it is a crime. And don't be a victim. Yes.
Right.
You won't be the last one. Well, again, I thank you very much. And you were listening to Talk Shit Radio. This was the interview with Molly, the ex-adult entertainer. And I hope you enjoyed. Have a good night, everyone.
We're back with Talk Shit. Here with Joseph and
Jana Banana.
Jana Banana.
Awesome. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right,
so
loud
it's
and
working.
clear.
That's good.
Well, we're back.
What did you think? Did either of you listen to it?
I listened to a good portion of it. I wasn't there for the original interview, so I didn't really grasp it too much until I heard it just now. It's a rough life. The aftermath of it's really.
Well, like she said, mainly, don't be afraid to reach out. And that's not just for, this goes for domestic abuse, verbal abuse. It's not just physical.
What
Abuse.
the hell is verbal abuse?
Verbal abuse?
You're a piece of shit. Blah 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 blah. You'll
when a
never
man
amount to
talks
anything.
down to his woman and breaks her down verbally so much, that's a form of abuse.
Whoa! That woman stayed there. If you start cussing me out, I'll just walk away. If I stay there, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. So now I'm calling all the women stupid. Yes, you're stupid if you stay there and let somebody call you stupid. You know, like that's what I think.
Well, I mean, yeah, and I feel like me personally, I couldn't take the abuse and stay around and stick around. I wouldn't tolerate it. But some people, you know,
I guess it's different if you're like locked in a cage. Like if you're in jail and the correctional officers are like messing with your head. You know?
Yeah, we love the correctional officers.
You know, if they Clockwork Orange, did you guys ever see that?
I haven't.
A Clockwork Orange?
No.
Anyway, they open the guy's eyes up in jail, and they make him force feed him watching stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if that's the case, if I'm being held down and being talked down to, yeah, I might believe it eventually. You know?
Yeah, right. I understand, but there's some women who fear their spouse. You know, who fear the men, not only, like I said, physically but verbally. That they're abused and broken down so much verbally that they're afraid physically and mentally, and they. I mean, I don't condone. I don't agree with a woman who stays in an abusive relationship, but I can't. You know, I don't know that person's story till you walk in their shoes, I guess. But
yeah, shoe walking.
She's walking.
Well, another news.
Oh, you really don't have other news. I thought
in other news.
I thought she was bringing something
that
up.
Was my inside
I thought you had
joke.
something.
I thought that was like the segue for her next material.
No, it was my inside joke because I thought that was a thing. I can give you some other news.
Right.
Let's see. I know, like we've been talking about Ferguson a lot.
9-foot gator leaves tooth in child's back.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. Oh my God! Did you guys?
I know. What's happening to gators' teeth? Why are they loosening up like that?
Loosening up like that.
Loosening.
It's the fluoride in the water.
Damn fluoride.
Florida fluoride water. Anyway.
We got Iraqi's prime minister is agreeing to step down.
Is that like the president?
Yeah, that's pretty much their president.
I just never know with like, I don't know, positions in other countries.
No, I hear you on
like,
that.
what's the parliament in Canada? I don't mean to interrupt. I don't know all this stuff, you know?
Yeah, he's stepping down so that he can support his nominated replacement in the post. Hold on 1 second. You guys take over. I got a phone call.
Do you?
Yep.
Who is it? So put him on the air. Oh, it might be like private.
Ooh.
Police list man as dark Negro.
Oh, goodness.
It's messed up, right?
And I'm back. That was just Boss Man telling us to keep up the good work.
Boss Man.
The head of the show.
Want to thank Brandy Mansfield for liking our page.
Thank you, Brandy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's like our newest liker.
Our newest liker. We got some likers in here. I don't know how I feel about them, but
Pennsylvania is raising the price of liquor.
Oh,
what? No.
I guess is it true, you guys? Have you looked into the new drinking age? Is now 25?
Oh, that's
I think it should go down.
It's a hoax.
It is a hoax.
Okay, I was wondering.
Whenever I get something that sounds controversial, I'll look it up on like Hoax Slayer.
Hoax Slayer? Is that?
It's a website where you can go and find out what's real, what's not.
I think
Hoax Slayer.
Your girl is turning the AC off on us. I think she really doesn't like you on the radio, and she sneaks over and like kills the AC to this room.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm just speculating.
It's feeling pretty hot in here.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty hot. Pretty warm up in the studio. Yeah, I got some news out of Lancaster. Some guy got filmed beating his dog. He ripped its dog up by its leash.
Right.
And like got it in his hands and then whipped it around and smashed it on the ground like you would
a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
If you're trying to break it open.
And the dog's okay, but someone recorded on their cell phone and called the cops on him. So he's getting a couple of felony animal cruelty charges.
Listen, my dog, it doesn't matter what I do to it. The tail keeps wagging. She keeps coming for more. I have to beat her off of me. Like, I can't go home. If I go home drunk, she will mess me up.
Yeah.
I can't, because she's too quick. She's too big. She can throw me around, and I weigh like 300 pounds. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If somebody see me doing that to my dog and I catch a felony, like, it would be messed up because
Yeah.
like I have to fight with her. I have to wrestle with her. Like
Yeah.
she plays hard.
I guess it
Oh
is
my
different
gosh.
for a big dog like that. This dog was smaller than my little dog is.
Yeah. I got a mastiff. She's like 200 pounds, and she's like all energy and muscle.
Oof.
She's got muscle like an anaconda. Like it's stupid. Like
Those dogs are strong, man.
Oh my god, I want to
she
tell...
leans on you to knocks you over just by her coming up to you know how dogs and cats like they come up to you and like push their
They're,
their backs
back
on you. So
yeah.
yeah. She knock you right
She'll
over.
come over and knock me over like a bowling pin.
Like and gently too. She comes over gently, but she pushes so hard, and it's underneath your knee.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you just got ran over by a forklift or something.
Oh, look at this. I just got something popped up on my newsfeed. Let's see.
Hey, you gotta go on the mic.
It says...
I couldn't hear you.
It says, let's see, something new I was just sent. Florida dad charged with assaulting cops. Here's what really happened.
Yes, let's hear what really happened.
Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, I've actually seen this. It didn't just happen. I read about this before. A resident of Marion County, which is like the Ocala area here in Florida.
Yeah, I've spent time in Marion County.
Yeah, I used to live there actually.
You got it.
I guess
That's
his son, this man's autistic son, was being pulled over, and his father, or being pulled over and maybe arrested. I can't pull the story up right here, but I read it before, and it was saying that the father, the autistic man's father, when he got news of his son being pulled over, he came to the scene and he got out of the car he didn't even get out of the car. He was simply there telling the cops that I just want you to know he's autistic, and the cops kept telling him, leave or you'll be arrested. And he said, he was just trying to tell them, I want you to know he's autistic. And there's a video of him, a 30-second video here, the officers pulling the father out of the car and beating him on the ground, using really brute force just for him simply arriving there and informing the police that his son was autistic.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I don't think people would be so, dickish with cops.
If cops weren't so dickish with people.
Yeah, just like this thing in Ferguson. They expect everybody, they're looting, they're stealing. The only thing that upholds the law, there's no reason for me not to steal. The only reason is that there's a law against it and there's people protecting those laws.
Right.
So when they don't follow the laws, like when they just murder people, and beat them up and just do whatever they want, there's no incentive for us as a society to follow the law.
Right.
Yeah, because you're losing the government, the police, they're losing their credibility.
Which means our government is.
Yes, exactly. And really quick, this is in other news. I want to tell you guys my crazy story. I want to tell you my crazy story. Oh my goodness! About
in other news
about this crazy incident. Okay, so like about a week or two ago, me and my boyfriend were driving out of our neighborhood and we're going to hang out with some friends, and we're taking the back roads, which we usually. Oh, okay, I have another.
So your boyfriend likes to take the back road.
Well, where's the little ding ding? Okay, so we're driving, right? And we're going through this little, suburb town or suburban area in the back roads, and all of a sudden, I'm on the passenger side. I'm riding shotgun, and my window's about cracked halfway down, and I hear a huge thump. Something pretty heavy flew into the passenger side of my car, and it almost came in the window. And Nate, my boyfriend Nate, he says, "Oh, it's just probably a bat." And I said, "A bat?" I said, "That sounded like a watermelon."
Like a baseball bat?
No, a bat, a flying bat. It was a bat. It was nighttime. This was at nighttime.
Oh, okay. So that's where the bat came from.
Yeah.
I got you.
So I'm like, no, and I'm like, turn around, and he's like, we don't need to turn around. I'm like,
I'd have said the same
around.
shit.
I said, I need to see what it was.
We don't need to.
We hit it so hard.
I got deniability if I keep going.
I mean, there's no way that the thing, whatever was, kept flying. So we turn around, and guess what I see laying on its back, fluttering around?
It's fluttering, so...
It was a bird, and guess what kind of bird I see?
An owl?
A macaw.
A damn owl.
What?
There's only birds
Swear
that
to
fly
God.
around at night.
Oh,
It was absolutely. I was like, it's so rare and cool to see an owl. Like if I even see an owl perched up like on a sign, I saw one like a few months back on a street sign perched up. I thought it was so cool. Like it was random, like by Walmart, and I'm like, it's really like a busy area for an owl to be chilling. But it was so crazy that out of all animals, for us to just that it even hit our car, and it was so scared it shit all over the side of the car.
Did you find the nest?
No, we took a bunch of pictures and left. Like I said, follow me on Instagram. That's JJT_, and you'll see the picture of the dead owl. Serious. Go ahead and follow me. I'm gonna post it to the website.
Post
Talk
those
shit.
pictures.
Oh, and also that reminds me of another crazy, in other news, little tidbit here. Where I'm living in Spring Hill, Florida. Florida. We're actually me and my boyfriend have been deciding to go running every other night. Start a little regime, and we're really trying to dedicate ourselves for the past month or two. And we usually run around our block. It's a pretty big block, so we usually run around the block, and that's been our routine, our route that we run. And one night I just happened to say, let's switch it up and run a different route. So we ran a different route, and the next day, not while we were running, but before we were running, I see news on my Facebook of a huge 40-foot radius, 30 feet deep sinkhole right on the next street over from me where we usually run. And it swallowed the whole road. It didn't swallow any houses. It took in a driveway, but it was absolutely incredible. It was right on the next street over, and I was like, oh my goodness, could you imagine, we're running down the road, and
it opens up.
Say my boyfriend's ahead of me, and I'm ahead of him, and I fall in, and he sees me fall in, or vice versa. That'd be just, did you guys hear about the man that was laying in his own bed, and the sinkhole opened up in his house, and he fell 30 feet underground to his death?
Really?
While he was asleep. Yeah, this just happened
it's
here
bound
in
to
Orlando
happen.
not too long ago. So I was just so crazy. It was so crazy to even see. It was so it was in Spring Hill, but it was on the my block. It was just insane. And it was growing for a few days. So I was like,
what was growing?
The sinkhole. It continued to grow. It continued to expand. Not a lot, but centimeters. It was definitely expanding, and they just finished patching it, and I still don't trust it.
I've seen so many people that get that sinkhole insurance. They get the money because they have a sinkhole. Their homeowners insurance, they get $150,000 to fix the sinkhole because they got to come in and pour concrete, and then they spend the money on just stupid crap, and they never fix the sinkhole.
Right, and then they say,
and then their house goes under.
I got a brand new Camaro, but it fell in the sinkhole.
Oh my goodness!
That was a good one, right? Yeah.
In Richmond, Virginia, lawyers for former Government Bob McDonnell and his wife are asking a judge to dismiss the 14-count corruption charges against the couple.
Wow, can you please dismiss all the corruption?
Excuse me,
what's
sir.
his name called? What's his name called?
It's Government Bob McDonnell.
Governor.
And
Bob McDonnell.
The judge is James R. Spencer. He's set to take up the motions later in the morning. Prosecutors arrested their case Thursday after nearly 3 weeks of testimony. The defense is set to begin presenting its case on Monday. The McDonald's are charged with accepting more than $165,000 in gifts and loans from former CEO of a dietary supplements maker in exchange for promoting his company's products. They could face decades in prison if convicted. Obviously, they took the gifts and loans. And
yeah.
So how would the judge just dismiss that?
I don't know. I want to look into it more.
Yeah, I want to get a little bit more information on this because that's.
We'll talk about that next week.
That's finally someone getting caught doing some dirty politics.
It happens all the time, and stuff never even gets that far. It never even gets to a judge.
Yeah, it'll never get to a judge.
And the second we hear it made it to a judge, we all know in our hearts it's just going to get dismissed.
Right. And the government.
Can I give a big... I'm sorry. Continue.
Shout out to...
The governor is trying... He just asked the judge to dismiss it. If this judge dismisses it, I'm going to be pretty pissed off. I'm going to follow this.
Yeah.
Because that'd be ridiculous. Because if I walked up and I was like, hey, judge, dismiss my criminal charges. All right. That would never work for me. That wouldn't work for you. It wouldn't work for any of us.
Well, I'm definitely going to try it next time.
Apparently, you can ask the judge just to dismiss it.
Yeah, I'm going to go in there and call myself governor, too. You know, give myself like an official name. You know?
Yeah. Secretary.
Make up like a fake little city. Maybe I can make a city of one. You know, like there's an army one?
A city, yeah.
Yeah, like what do you have to do to make a municipality? Because then I could be like mayor.
The governor of
Joeville.
Joeville, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Joe, the governor of Joeville, and I approve this message.
And I'm the only one listening. That'd be awesome.
Oh, man, that's funny.
I got to run like fake campaigns.
Fake campaigns. Your opposition is your dog.
I stand in the mirror. Damn it, who won?
Oh, man.
You were saying?
As you were saying, you wanted to give something
Interjections?
to something.
No, I just wanted to tell the Hernando County Sheriff's Office.
Well, we all know that pretty well. Especially here, I'm sure we've all dealt with that. I don't know if Joe's got any stories on that, but
What, the
I
police?
got a big
Hernando County.
for y'all.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone's had their run-ins.
Oh, yeah.
The last time I seen them, well, the last time they were just handing me papers, but the time before that, they was throwing me on the ground. I was literally just walking to a soda machine to get a soda because I live next to a commercial plaza. So it's nighttime. I don't got nothing in my fridge, and I went to go get a soda. So I go to walk over there, and they throw me on the ground, and they're searching me for drugs and like checking me for needle marks. They're swearing I'm a junkie. You know, like, where's your crack?
So you look like a
Where's
junkie.
your pills? Yeah, and I don't do drugs at all. You know, it's not like I was drinking because then I wouldn't need a soda. Well, I guess maybe, I don't know, but I wasn't. Is my point.
Yeah, I mean, they just walked up to you and did that?
Well, you know, they just kept pushing that I'm a junkie, prove it, blah blah blah. Like they wouldn't let me be, you know.
I got a DUI on my 21st birthday
But that's for
in my
drinking.
driveway. I wasn't drinking. I was under the influence of marijuana, and I got a DUI in my driveway with the keys out of the ignition. An off-duty airport Tampa police officer followed me home, said I was swerving. I was swerving because she was flashing her lights on and off at me, and I assume that's why I was swerving. I was terrified that somebody was trying to like hunt me down, you know.
So you were trying to lose
She called the Hernando County Police, and they did not a drug test on me, like a sobriety test, and I failed because I couldn't keep my foot up in the air long enough, like not walking a straight line, but it was absolutely terrible.
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
And you got a DUI. Did you have to face...
Ooh,
Did you get all the fines and everything and the 6 months driver's license suspended, all that?
Oh, I went to jail for a few months, actually. They only offer probation, so I violated right away just because, I couldn't afford that, and it's a bunch of BS. So I just sat in jail.
I did 2 months for my DUI.
But I still don't understand how you get a DUI. You just plead out? You pled out? You just took the charge?
No, okay, I admitted on camera that I had smoked marijuana, so on the dash cam, which, and I breathalyzed and blew zeros.
Did you see the video, or did he just tell you?
No,
that?
I saw that my public defender showed me the video, but
I never saw my video.
Anyways,
Yeah,
so
'cause they
I'm
do a
just
lot of
saying,
that.
it's like it could have been avoided. It's my fault for not,
For being
going in the
upfront and
damn
honest
house.
with the police. That's why.
No, I should have just went in the house and I sat out there and waited for them because I knew I wasn't drinking. So I'm like, come breathalyze me, But anyways, I don't know. You know how that goes. Free the poor.
Yeah, we have to do something.
Feed the poor, free the people.
Something with the police state we're in.
Martial
If anybody
law is
has any
coming.
suggestions,
Just
insights,
be prepared, be ready.
please
man.
go to facebook.com/talkshittv and leave us a message or something, because I don't know, being where we're at, I want to start changing.
we want
the
your
world,
input.
changing the
We-
perceptions of people.
Right.
I feel like we need to bring our minds to the front line.
Widen our horizons.
I'm tired of being guilty until proven innocent. I know that.
I think we all are, and I think It scares me. Like I said, I don't have any children, but it scares me to even want to bring a kid into this world. Look at all this terror, and it's not terror in other countries, and just the stuff going on in the Middle East and everywhere. It's right here in America. It's right here happening as we speak. Our rights are being taken away from us, slipped right out. And under
I've
our feet.
admitted to stuff that I didn't even do, just to get out of jail. Like the judges literally told me, he's like, are you innocent? And I'm like, yes. He's like, well, then you have to go back to jail, and we'll set up a court date. A couple of months from now. And I'm like,
yeah.
He's like, but if you say you're guilty, I'll let you out now. Well, I got to get back to my family and support them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I'm guilty.
They want to take
guilty.
your license away.
If I say I'm guilty, you let me free. And if I say I'm innocent, you're going to jail me? He said, yes, sir. I said, well, then, in that case, I am guilty. But now, it's on my record. Now, when I have any interaction with a cop, they see these BS charges, and they think it's real. They think it's who I am, and they react that way. I don't know how that affects everything, but
that's ridiculous.
It's just something's got to be done, especially with the pleading out shit. There should be no more pleading out. You should go to court for everything. Then maybe cops will stop arresting people for BS.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just the world.
Well, we got like 1 minute left, you guys.
We got about.
We got to wrap
seconds.
this up.
Thank you for all our continued listeners.
Yes.
I'd like to give a shout out to our listeners
and our new ones.
I'd like to give a shout out to Mike Minority with Minority Law. I'd like to thank you guys and appreciate you guys for letting me run all the equipment in the show today. And I feel
thank you guys for listening and just opening your minds, and listening to what we have to say.
See you next week.
And once again, remember, like us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/TalkShitTV.
And I appreciate you guys. We will talk to you all on Monday.
Have a good weekend, everybody.